die! Well. World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael. It's over! You know, I tried telling you Snowy fanboys that the cracks were starting to show. Believe me, I did. But you didn't want to listen, oh no, because you were too busy going, oh my God, Michael, what you talking about there, buddy? You don't like what I like. Well, I'm going to get the pitchfork out and I'm going to put my boot up your ass. But folks, it is time. And I know Phil Spencer isn't going to like this. But it is time to get down to the brass tacks in regards to Xbox Series X. And I'll tell you what, like I said, Phil Spencer is not going to be appreciative of this stream. Okay, I'm out here in his garden, and I'll tell you what. It's over! I tried to tell the Snowy fanboys that the cracks were starting to show. I tried to tell the stupid idiots over at V that the reality of the situation was that the ship was sinking fast. It hit the bottom of the ocean floor. But again, they didn't want to listen. Oh my God, Michael. What
Chaz
you talking
UBCS
about there,
donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Chat is super combative today,
Oh,
Matt.
absolutely.
It's
Well,
over.
you know, look, this is a reality check, and I know Phil Spencer is sending over his squad to be combative, but they're always going to be combative. And
Chat is super combative today,
oh,
Matt.
absolutely.
It's
Well,
over.
you know, look, this is a reality check, and I know Phil Spencer is sending over his squad to be combative, but they're always going to be combative, and it's so incredibly sad. Most of them need to see Dr. Phil, that I can tell you. Appreciate you. Believe me, folks, we do have a lot to unpack. We have a lot to unfold here today. And look, this doesn't mean that this is over for Xbox, okay? That I can tell
Colin
you.
Margarita
But this
donated
is-
$2 through Super Chat. Respect. I like your shirt. Where's my Carly people?
Yeah, you want the Nintendo Rehabilitation Clinic shirt? Well, I don't think you can find it anymore. You know, this shirt's vintage, okay? Margarita thinks you can appreciate you. It's over. So here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to get down to the brass tacks. Now, of course, you know, I know a lot of people are going to be seething. And I know, look, this is even hard for me to swallow, this pill, because I have a Series X pre-ordered, okay? Now, I'm not necessarily hyped because I know what to expect. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, you wake up Christmas morning and you already know what you're getting. The fun's kind of been drained out of it, right? So, and that's sort of what Xbox is delivering with Series X. I'm not saying it's a bad console. In fact, it's very capable. It's an incredible value, so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, we do know what to expect. It is quite a predictable console when you pull it out of the box. You know what the UI is going to look like. You know how the controller more than likely is going to feel. You know, I mean, you can go on and on and on. So in terms of surprises, there's not many to be found with Series X. But that's not really a big concern because I could look past that. But we're having new reports that are coming out that are quite concerning for Series X. Now, of course, Series X isn't in the store shelves just yet. You know, that's coming next month. And, you know, the people that have Series X, well, they probably have pre-production units. So obviously some things could change. But this also could be a sign, well, that is not fantastic for Series X. So here we go, folks. This is the reality of the situation. Xbox, and this is from comicbook.com. Comicbook.com, okay? Xbox Series X reportedly has a temperature problem, okay? Now, you know, I mean, look, dude.
Chaz UBCS donated
It's over!
$1.99 through Super Chat. Nintendo rating Snowy and Xbox lunches. United States dollar. United States dollar. United States dollar.
Yeah. Chaz thinks you're going to really appreciate you. I got a new pony in Red Dead 2. Guys, It's time to move the wheels, okay? This is the reality of the situation. Xbox Series X reportedly has a temperature problem. Now, we're going to play Young Yat. We're going to read this article, okay? That's what Young Yat does. He goes on Reddit and read articles for 25 minutes, makes, however much he makes. We're going to, do that here. We're going to read this article, okay?
Carl Donovan donated $10 through Super Chat. Maybe I should move to Utah to play my Xbox Series 10 so I can play games to warm up in my cold house.
Yeah, it's a great
Only way
heater.
to justify the insane heat emissions coming out, and the cope for it is so incredibly sad.
Exactly. This is the reality of the situation, and I'm telling you guys, if you need a great heater, I honestly think this might very well be a great option to look into. Kyle Donovan. Thank you again. Once again, please put them in chat. Really do appreciate you. We're going to go ahead and read this article, folks. We're going to break this down. We're going to unpack. We're going to unfold. And again, dude, I don't want Series X to be overheating. And obviously that's not the case, but it is getting warm, as you can see right here. So let's go ahead and attempt to read this here. Xbox Series X reportedly has a temperature problem, and in some cases is burning users. Well, I don't know about that. I think whoever wrote this article is being, dude, come on. What? Hold on. Let me see if I read that right, because that's a little fucking ridiculous. I mean, come on, bro. Xbox Series X reportedly has a temperature problem, and in some cases is burning users. No, that's not what's happening. Who the fuck wrote this trash? Dude. I'm going to skip that part because I don't think that first part is really crucial. Okay, so according to Ken, the Xbox Series X runs quietly.
Chaz UBCS donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Nintendo Switch 4K will destroy Snowy and Xbox.
Oh, bro, I'm
United
telling you, bro.
States
Dude,
dollar.
if they put out a Switch Pro that's 4K capable, better screen, better battery life, I'm probably going to be in. And by the time they actually do roll that out, the new Zelda game will be out, Breath of the Wild 2, and whatever else they got in store. So, dude, I'm telling you, but it's going to be hard to find me because you can't even find a Nintendo Switch right now. You know what I mean? Jazz, think it's going to put some cheer. Really do appreciate you. So we're going to skip the first part of this because I think some of that is nonsense, to be quite frank. But it says, according to Ken, I'm not even going to attempt to, I can't read, guys. The Xbox Series X runs quietly, but it does emit a ton of heat even while running simple tasks. In fact, the journalist compared the console to a fireplace shaft. And this only while running backward compatible games and navigating the menus. In other words, it wasn't even running demanding Xbox Series X games. So now, I don't know if anyone's pulling our chain here or if they're exaggerating the problem, if it even is a problem. It could be I'm not an engineer. I don't know how half of this shit works, but I can tell you heat is not great in electronic devices. You have to find a way, in a way that makes sense to dissipate the heat.
Codin Margarita donated $2 through Super Chat. If the new Mario Kart comes out, it's over Gutty.
I'm telling you, bro. Dude, Nintendo, all they got to do is put out a few quality software, a few titles that are quality, and, dude, I'm telling you, it's over. I can tell you that, absolutely. Margarita, think it's going to once again, and I'm not a Nintendo fanboy. I didn't even buy the Switch. I bought Wii U. I bought Wii. I bought GameCube. I was there for all of those consoles. The Switch, I said, you know what, maybe I'll sit that one out. And, again, if the Switch Pro does come, that might be an opportune time to jump in. So this is just this article from comicbook.com. Some of it might be a little half off, but here's the reality of the situation, folks. This is the reality of it.
Matt Productions donated $2 Australian through Super Chat. Happy birthday, Mackle. Where is the birthday
my God,
cake?
Every day's my birthday. I'm going to be 100 years old by the time you guys are done. You know what I mean? You want me to bring the clown? I'll bring the balloons, I'll bring the clown, I'll bring the cake, I'll bring the party, okay? This is the reality of the situation, and Phil Spencer isn't going to appreciate this stream. I can tell you that, but you know what? We can't pick favorites. We can't play favoritism. We have to come out, and we have to swing. That's the reality of the situation. Man, production sticks together once again. Put some cheer, really do appreciate you. Oh, my God, Michael, what you talking about? Now you a PlayStation fanboy. No, believe me. I have a Series X pre-ordered, okay? And this is very concerning because as someone who does have a Series X pre-ordered, I don't want my freaking console to burn out, okay? That's the reality of the situation. That is what I'm trying to tell you people.
Chaz UBCS donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Nintendo always has tricks up their sleeves.
Well, here's the reality of the situation. I don't think they're, I don't know what you mean by that, but here's the reality of the situation in terms of Nintendo. They always integrate hardware and software in a way that's just really never been done before. Look at the success of the original Wii. Dude, when I picked that thing up, I waited in line for the original Wii. I picked that thing up and it was mind-blowing. Actually being able to do, you're in the game, basically. You know what I mean? And it was just so accessible. Chaz, thank you for with the gift. I really do appreciate you. So this article from comicbook.com. And again, you have someone from Twitch, Ken, what's his face, saying that it's hot, okay? It's warming up. And this isn't the only report out there. Because if it were, I wouldn't be reporting on this, okay? But we have someone from giantbomb.com. Very credible website, giantbomb.com. And, well, let's just go ahead and see what they had to say about the Xbox Series X heating up over at giantbomb.com.
So here's what's crazy, right? This thing.
Yeah.
So this was just plugged in standby mode behind me.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Guys,
yeah.
The entire thing is a little toasty.
Now, again, this is pre-release hardware, to be fair. We
totally. And I'm sure they're not stoked for me to even get into that much kind of detail. But, people were asking like, it seems like it's in the way that a lot of the other consoles were doing stuff while you were not using them. It seems like this thing might be doing something while you're not using it. To the point where it needs to exhaust heat.
Now, that is, as more people start to speak up, the more real it becomes. You know what I mean? And if you have a Series X right now, you're probably under a crazy NDA. You can only talk about certain things until the specific date. That's why all of these YouTubers and all of these influencers are showing off the exact same thing, because that's all they can show off. And maybe people talk too soon. I don't know.
Chaz UBCS donated $1.99 through Super Chat. RE Village is going to be final nail in Crapcom.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's so incredibly sad. It really is so incredibly sad. No one cares about Resident Evil Village. I mean, I'm serious, man. Like, dude, it would pain me to sit around and talk about that daily. You know what I mean? Dude, the reason why I talked about Resident Evil 3, this all-new edition of Resident Evil 3 on a daily basis, was because I actually care. You know what I mean? That's the reality.
Demboy has donated $9.99 through Super Chat. This is huge news.
It is.
So incredibly sad.
It is.
I love this show.
Well, I love you. Okay, and I love all of the people in the Millionaires Club and all of the people that support the show. And, if you're just watching, if you can't support the show, I love you too. Just know that. Now, the haters, they can come and they can get into the Kiss My Ass Club. Okay, it's that simple. Get into the queue line and then join the Kiss My Ass Club. Demos. Thank you, Skyler. Once again, I appreciate you. So we have two reports out there that are basically saying that the console gets warm. In fact, maybe beyond warmed. Maybe hot, okay? Now, obviously, every electronic device gets warm in, certain circumstances. I mean, my old, outdated, ancient 2013 PS4 is like a goddamn oven, but it still works, but it is old. So, either this could be a normal thing here for Xbox Series X, or, well, I don't know.
Carl Donovan donated $5 through Super Chat. Microsoft should have been ahead of the curve and introduced some sort of water cooling system for Series 10. They at least had a vapor chamber for One X.
Yeah, they did. They did. And, with the 12.5 teraflops, obviously there's a lot in that damn system. All of that, working. And I don't know, man. Bro, this could be a complete total disaster. Kyle Donovan, thank you once again. Puts up a chair. Dude, you look at the Xbox 360, and again, bro, 3 red lights. That was a huge, colossal failure. You know what I mean? Huge, colossal failure.
Chaz UBCS donated $1.99 through Super Chat. You love us. I knew you did. Sad face, heart, United States dollar, romantic face, smiling face with hearts.
Giants, once again, I appreciate you guys. Either this could be something that people are blowing out of proportion, and that could very well be the case, or this is a problem that Microsoft, they want to shut this down ASAP. So, in fact, if you go to this article on comicbook.com, if it's still up, you will not find the link available still for the video that they're talking about there. in the second paragraph. So I'm sure someone at Xbox said, hey, you got to take that down. You broke the NDA and this, that, and the
Matt
third.
Productions
But
donated
again, you
10
have someone from
Australian
Giant Bomb,
dollars
a
through
very
Super
credible
Chat.
website, coming
Time
out
to
and saying
cook the
something
pizza
similar.
Lamau.
Huh? Dude. Yeah, we can basically turn it into a George Foreman. Dude. You know, and as it gets colder out here in the Phil Spencer Garden, I can just use the Xbox Series X to warm me up out here. You know, this could be a blessing in disguise. Matt Production 6
Cedarums97 donated £2 through Super Chat. Spread a butthole pen.
Huh? Well, unfortunately, I couldn't hear you. No. Well, if you want to do the OnlyFans, I mean, we can discuss that, okay? Guys, this is a problem, okay? It's a problem. I know people are trying to downplay
Ulav
this.
donated €5 through Super Chat. Mackle, it's time to color your hair blue and vote Team Biden. How much
Well,
I have to
mean,
donate you to wear Biden/Harris 2020 shirt on this show?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, if we got to turn the hair blue, if we got to start putting on the makeup, so be it. You know what I mean? It's really that simple. You'll have to get appreciate you. Guys, if you're just tuning in, the cracks may very well
Jason
be starting to
Canvert
show.
donated $5 through Super Chat. I bet Alana Pierce or Yonya won't tell the truth. The hot box.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Series 10.
Exactly. Exactly.
Chills.
And here's
Sad.
what really grinds my gears about that situation. Angry Joe did not get an Xbox Series X to talk about or review or what have you or cover. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't toe the line 100%. You have to toe the line 100% in order to get even considered. Jason Kevin thinks
Little Fishy 69 donated
Little Fishy.
$19.99 through Super Chat. These people are seething. These Sony fanboys can't go 12 round with world-class MD. R.I.P. Eddie Van Halen. Go forth, Michael does life and preach the truth to these fake fans.
It's over. It's over. Little Fishy 69. Little Fishy 69. Little Fishy 69. Bro, you know, it's a nightmare over here in the Phil Spencer Garden, I can tell you. You know, as more of this, we have two reports that people are saying the console is getting warm, in fact, if not hot. And you got to keep in mind that this is, you know, we're talking about the Series X warming up, getting maybe even hot in some cases when it's not gaming. We're talking about just idling on the menu. I don't think that's normal. Maybe it is. I'm not an engineer. But, bro, if this is a red flag, that is unfortunate because Xbox has had a lot of momentum here in the last few months. And if another hardware issue, another hardware fiasco is upon us, it is going to ultimately undo everything that they've been trying to work up to in the last 3 or so months. You know what I mean? So if this becomes more and more apparent as time goes on, and again, the people that do have Xbox Series X, they can't talk about certain things. You know, they are literally restricted. You know, and I think even the guy at Giant Bomb, and we'll play that again here in a second, is probably going to get in trouble for saying even that. And he even said that, you know, he shouldn't be talking about it. So there is so many things here to consider.
Codin Margarita donated $2 through Super Chat. Michael Bill Clinton will call in soon. U.S. outlying islands.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
U.S. outlying
absolutely.
islands.
Yeah, we're going to get into the Skype. We'll get into the Skype. Okay, we got to hold horses, though. Margarita, think it's going to really do appreciate you. Oh, my God, Michael. How you doing, mister? How you doing today? Well, I best be on my way. You just look like you got out of the asylum. You know, I mean, come on. Imagine playing Red Dead Redemption 2 in 2020. Nonetheless, folks, let's go ahead and play that Giant Bomb clip again and you know, try and take in what he says. Because I'll tell you what, it's kind of
XDR0
concerning.
donated $5 through Super Chat. Angry Joe had a video last week with his Series 10.
Yeah.
He got it like the others.
No, he
Appreciate you in the
didn't.
chat.
No, he didn't. You know, I think that was a message to Microsoft saying, hey, look, I think they should send him an Xbox, man. If they don't even want to send Angry Joe an Xbox, like that tells me that they have not changed their mindset and that, they blacklist people that are being honest. They want people that are going to 100% toe the freaking line. Extra, think it's going to get fish, put some Chevrolet, appreciate you. Guys, if you want YouTube advice, if you want to get in bed with these publishers, if you want early access, the best advice I can give you is start a new YouTube channel as soon as possible and just start shilling. And I'm talking shilling.
Chaz UBCS donated $1.99 through Super Chat.
You know what I mean?
These fans are so combative and in denial, so sad.
Well, this is the reality of the situation that I can tell you. This is the reality of the situation. Oh, my God, Michael. What you talking about there, buddy? You ain't nothing but a clown. Appreciate you. I'm not trying to pick favors here, okay? I have a Series X pre-ordered, and I'm telling you, if I'm going to have hardware issues day one, that's not fun to me. Because this is a console that is predictable. I know what to expect. And then you topple on hardware issues, potential hardware issues. And I'm not saying the PlayStation 5 is going to be immune. I'm sure it's going to have its own problems as well. There's always going to be problems with new consoles. That's just always how it is. Now, it could be, it depends on how ultimately widespread this issue. It just depends. It really does depend. So we're going to go ahead and play the Giant Bomb clip again. And we're going to discuss this a tad bit more before we open up the lines, okay? This is the reality. Now, I need you guys to listen,
So here's what's crazy, right? This thing...
Yeah.
This was just plugged in standby mode behind me.
Oh, yeah.
Guys,
yeah.
The entire thing is a little toasty.
Now, again, this is pre-release hardware, to be fair.
Totally. And I'm sure they're not stoked for me to even get into that much kind of detail. But, people were asking like, it seems like it's in the way that a lot of the other consoles
Golden Plus donated $2 through Super Chat.
We're not using
Series
them. It
10
seems
can
like
burn a
this
house
thing might
down
be doing
while no
something
cap.
while you're not using it.
Right.
To the point where it needs to exhaust heat.
And there you have it, folks. Golden Apples, thank you so much. Once again, Fish Punch, be careful to appreciate you. So, again, it seems like a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, I don't know why I said that, but a few people are having maybe they're blowing it out of proportion. Maybe they just don't understand how things work. I don't know. I'm not,
Carl Donovan donated $10 through Super Chat. Lots of verified Twitter user cope today. Microsoft wouldn't send these consoles to hundreds of journalists, streamers and YouTubers if they had heat issues. LOL, they said the same thing about Xbox 360.
Huh. Well, I'm going to have to reread that one. I'll tell you what. Kyle Donovan, think it's going to... Kyle Donovan! Oh! Kyle Donovan, think it's going to... Once again, Fish Punch, to appreciate you. Lots of verified Twitter cope today. Microsoft wouldn't send these consoles to hundreds of journalists, streamers, and YouTubers if they had heat issues. It does it well. Yeah, that's what they want. That's what they want you to believe. But the reality of the situation is that everyone who has a Series X right now is under NDA. You notice how everyone is showing off the exact same thing because that's literally in the freaking agreement. You know what I mean? So you can't talk about anything in relation to this, and I think a lot of people have slipped here. Not a lot of people. I keep saying a lot of people, but a couple of people maybe have slipped here.
Donated
and I don't know. They might very well get
$1.99
blacklisted
through
like Angry
Super
Joe.
Chat. Corona-19 couldn't stop Trump, neither will Biden.
It's over. It's over. That I can tell you. It's over. This is the reality of the situation. I know this is hard for a lot of people. It's a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow, myself included. Dude, I don't want to get a console day one and then have big problems with it shutting down, overheating, and then looking online for solutions because it's going to take 5 weeks to damn shit.
Alex Escobar donated $5 through Super Chat. You can't ask Snowy fanboys to put their thinking cap on when all they can do is pre-order Cyber Yawn while surrounded by Cheetos Dual Monitors 500 chair.
Yeah. Well, I mean, man, I'm telling you, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, imagine, dude, if it's over, if it's having potential temperature issues on the menu. Not even playing games, but on the menu. If it's getting warm while you have it powered on while you're just on the menu. Imagine trying to play Cyberpunk 2077. A huge game like that, very demanding, in 4K. Oh, man. You know what I mean? There are so many potential red flags here that this could either be something that is, being completely, totally blown out of proportion, or this is something that a lot of people, I don't know. There's a lot happening here. There's a lot happening here that I can tell you. You know what I mean? It's just so incredibly sad. Alice, let's go back to appreciate you. So let's go ahead and read this one more time here. And according to Ben Bogart, Xbox Series X runs quietly. When that's been the case with Xbox for a while now. I mean, when I got Xbox One X, it was whisper quiet, and that was cool. You know what I mean? But they say, but it does emit a ton of heat even while running simple tasks, and I don't think that's normal. I mean, maybe it is. Again, I'm not an engineer. I'm not an electrical engineer. I'm not a fucking I mean, come on, right? But I don't think it should be getting hot or even hot to touch. If it's getting hot to touch just on the menu, I think I think this is just gonna turn into something crazy here. You know what I mean?
UBCS donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Cyberslop 2077 biggest flop of 2020 Seavers.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I showed Dylan some gameplay. I mean, there's no new gameplay, but we went through the gameplay that's available, the same old fucking gameplay that you've seen a million times before, and it's just like, man, this game, there's just no way. You know what I mean? Chaz, think it's going to appreciate you. There's just no way that they can potentially hit that home run.
Boys donated $4.99 through Super Chat. These Snoy boys can't go 12 rounds with world class and the best show ever.
Well, it's over. It's over. Dead boys. Here's what they need to know. The Snoy fanboys, and even some of the Xbox fanboys who are now going to be mad at me, they're like, oh my God, Marco, you're a flip-flopper. Guys, I have a Series X pre-ordered. I'm still rooting for Xbox because I root for the underdog, okay? That's the reality of it, but I'm telling you, there are cracks that are indeed starting to emerge here. Now, again, some of this could be blown out of proportion. Maybe people slipped, and they're not supposed to be talking about this stuff, but you know what? Maybe this is a blessing in disguise, because if this stuff gets out there early, well, we could be potentially on the lookout for things like this, these problems, come day one, November 12th, right? Or November 11th, whatever the damn console comes out, November 10th. You know what I mean? That's the reality of the situation, okay? That's what a lot of people need to understand. Oh, my God, Marco, what are you talking about?
Jay donated €10 through Super Chat. Kyle Donovan.
Jay,
it's over.
It's over. Kyle Donovan. Jay, I think it's going to once again finish putting to appreciate you. I am perplexed here because here's the thing, guys. You can't call me an Xbox fanboy. You can't sit there and say that I'm an Xbox fanboy, because the reality, folks, of the situation is that I literally have, and this is the second most popular video here on this entire channel, I literally have a video called Xbox One X Painful Launch. The Xbox One X had some hardware issues. Now, obviously, it wasn't as widespread as the Xbox 360 back in the day, but I could foresee some of those things maybe happening here with not only Series X. We're not singling out Series X here, but we do have reports. But probably PlayStation 5 in some rare cases as well. I mean, obviously, it's new hardware. There's bound to be issues, this, that, and the third. But to what extent is really the big question? You know what I mean? To what extent is really the big question. So if you guys want to sit there and go, oh, my God, Marco, you ain't nothing but an Xbox fanboy. Well, that's untrue. That's totally untrue. I don't even have an Xbox One. I got Series X pre-ordered, okay? But my second most popular video is Xbox One X Painful Launch, a video that I put together where I edited a montage of people having hardware problems with Xbox One X. That's the reality of the situation.
Johnny Barkley donated £1.99 through Super Chat. I'm a guy.
Lord. Lord. I'm a bad guy. I mean, so incredibly sad. Bro, when I watched that Keanu Reeves bad guy Billie Eilish shit, I sat there and I said, I literally cringed. You know what I mean? Bro, let me just put it to you this way. Cyberpunk 2077 is a game for 40-year-old virgins. Okay? And as I'm in that club, I'll tell you this right here and right now. They shouldn't be catering and pandering to the normies. This needs to be a game, Cyberpunk 27, and I know you guys...
Carl Donovan donated $5 through Super Chat. Red Ring of Death 2 is coming. Oh, no, not like this.
Yeah, I
we can't keep
hope,
losing.
I sincerely hope that doesn't turn out to be the case. Because so many people are going to get their console. The people that got lucky and got a Series X, I guess. I don't know. It's a hot commodity. It seemingly is. They're going to get, at day one, they're going to open it up and play their, old games on Game Pass and this, that, and the third. And it could potentially overheat. going off of some of these early reports. And obviously, again, Carl Donovan, thank you, really do appreciate you. Now, obviously, some of this, especially the first paragraph is nonsense. I mean, whoever wrote that, they're obviously, pandering for clicks. But these are real reports that are coming out. Again, let's go ahead and play the giant bomb video one more time here, folks. So, if you're just joining, this is the reality of the situation. Potential temperature problem, heating up, Series X. That's what's happening. That is what has been reported today. Again, to what extent, are people really knowledgeable on the topic? Some people have said this is normal for the console, the way that the console is how it's been designed and engineered, that's obviously, I mean, dude, I could probably feel heat coming out of this thing. You know what I mean? The living, breathing organism. But to what extent, and, again, should it be hot while you're just on the menus? I don't know. It seemingly is a red flag. It just seemingly doesn't really.
Alex Escobar donated $2 through Super Chat. Mackle, so you have a Nintendo and Xbox t-shirt, smiley face, PS.
I don't have PlayStation gear, okay? Look, this is the reality of the... You guys really like the shirt, don't you? This is vintage. You go on eBay and type this in, Nintendo Rehabilitation Clinic, and I think it's like $20 on eBay. Vintage Nintendo. That's the reality of the situation. Alex Escobar, thanks for the appreciate you. Oh, my God, Michael. What you talking about there, buddy? You ain't nothing but a clown. But like I said, let's go ahead and play the Giant Bomb video one more time, and let's go ahead and dissect that once again, folks. This is the reality of Xbox Series X, at least as of this show. Hopefully this isn't the case. Hopefully this isn't the case. I'll tell you that. Neon Robin, thank you once again for the appreciate you. Let's
Here's
go.
What's crazy, right? This thing.
Yeah.
So this was just plugged in standby mode behind me.
Oh, yeah.
You guys,
Yeah.
the entire thing is a little toasty.
Now, again, this is pre-release hardware,
Yeah,
to be fair.
Totally, and I'm sure they're not stoked for me to even get into that much kind of detail. But people were asking like, it seems like it's in the way that a lot of the other consoles were doing stuff while you were not using them. It seems like this thing might be doing something while you're not using it, to the point where it needs to exhaust heat.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like Alex Navarro was trying to maybe downplay and act as if it were normal, and maybe it is. I'm not saying it's not. Maybe these people that are reporting on these issues maybe don't 100% know what they're talking about. I'm not saying that they don't, but, there's a lot here that we just don't know yet because obviously the console isn't available. But once it comes out in November to the masses, potentially this could be a huge, huge problem. And I'm not saying we're not singling out Xbox here. This could also be something that occurs in some capacity on PlayStation 5 as well. We just do not know as of this recording. However, today, again, 2 reports right here, as you can see. John Kahn, whatever his name is, I can't see, I can't read. And then the guy over at Giant Bomb, very similar stories, okay? Very warm, probably hot to touch. Is that normal? That's debatable. So with that said, since it is debatable, folks, this is the reality of the situation. This is what you need to understand. Oh, my God, Michael. We're going into Skype, okay? If you don't have great bait today, go back to V and get better bait. In fact, don't go back to V. Go back to Reset Era, okay? Just go back to Reset Era because I know so many of you Jason Schreier droids, you came from Reset Era, and now you're like, oh, my God, Michael, what you talking about there, buddy? I've seen The Exorcist 167 times. So incredibly sad. Imagine. Yeah, I'm not even going to start. Guys, it's time, okay? It's time. That's what I can tell you. So we're going to warm up the tubes here, okay? We're going to warm the tubes, the Skype tubes. We're going to warm the Skype tubes, and we're going to wait just a tad bit until people are actually ready. So I haven't opened up Skype yet. We're going to open up Skype in just a few moments, okay? This is the reality of the situation. Oh, my God, Michael, what you talking about there, buddy? You ain't nothing but a clown. Yeah, we're not playing fix Mike, okay? This is the reality. You know how the damn game works, okay? It's just going to fix itself when it wants to fix itself, okay? I mean, I think I know a workaround. I think I might have found a solution to that problem, but I don't want to experiment here because it could really break a lot of things, okay? Believe me. And once it starts breaking things, it starts snowballing into this weird thing, and I don't want any of that. So, guys, we're going to open up Skype officially. Let's go. This is the reality of the situation, okay? Oh, Oh my God, Michael. You ain't nothing but a clown. Guys, I can start putting on the makeup. I mean, if that's what you want, just gotta let me know. But I ain't a clown, okay? Here we go. Here we go. They're coming in. They're coming in. Hello, you're on the air.
Yo.
It's over.
Dude, okay, I have so many notes right now. Okay, so the guy who was like, oh, it exhausts heat when it's in idle. Bro, that doesn't make sense. How, if you game for 10 hours, it's just holding all that heat in, and then when you fucking turn it off.
That's what I'm saying. I think maybe people who are talking about this right now are not 100% aware of what the console should be doing. You know what I mean?
And like, dude, literally, my PC runs at like, I think it's like 60 degrees when I'm not running anything, just like going on browsing and shit.
Right.
And then, you know, in the top sentence, yeah, the fireplace was like raw, and that was like whatever, but he actually said in some cases it's actually burning users.
Yeah,
I don't know where that came from. I think that's
Michael,
nonsense.
Does Life Biggest
You
Fan
think it is?
donated
You don't think that somebody was like, oh, fuck, this is actually
through
hot as
Super
hell?
Chat. Michael, I love you. World class.
Because, I mean, dude, it happened on the
It's
series.
over! Michael,
or the
does Life number one
Xbox.
fan think he's going to once again put some cheerfully to appreciate you? Well, I can tell you that my PlayStation 4, I was playing Mafia Definitive Edition last night with Dylan in the details, and, we completed the game, and now it's, I mean, my God, there's nothing to play. I mean, it's over. You know, you complete the story, there's nothing left. Like, there's literally nothing left. Because we did the free ride missions. There's nothing left now. You know, you spend $40 for the lazy millennial devs over at Hangar 13, and they have nothing to show for now.
To be a fucking
incredibly
taxi
sad.
driver.
That is literally a game that should be on Game Pass. You know, a game that is dude, I'm tired of these games coming out that are literally like disposable cameras. You know how the
Dude, they
disposable
should literally
cameras
just
go
put
to
'em out for
Walmart?
free.
Yeah, you buy a disposable camera at Walmart, you use it for 15, exposures, and then you're done. It's over. You know what I mean? And that's how these games are. You know, they last 4 days, and then you're done. And it's like, Jesus Lord. You know, I mean, so incredibly sad. But what I was trying to say is the PlayStation 4, my PS4 from 2013, you touch it, it's pretty fucking, I don't know, it might be even hot.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
But I don't know.
I don't know if that's normal. Probably not, but.
You
So
know, and if it is
it's just a
freaking
matter
hot,
of, well, the thing is right now that's frustrating is, you know, there's NDAs all over this. So if, you know, any influencer has a Series X, they got to shut their mouth. You know what I mean? They can't talk about this. They can't, you know, speak up about. And I think some people
and
maybe
saying that
have.
it's a prototype has nothing to do with shit, because what, you think they're going to give them a completely ass different console?
Well,
than
that's
the
what
one
I'm
that's
saying.
gonna be on
Yeah.
the shelf?
Well, there's not enough time to fix this. I mean, honestly,
Exactly.
you know, there's just no time. You know what I mean? You really think it's going to give put the cheerful to there's no time. There's no time. Think it's going to give put the cheerful to appreciate you.
And just think too, okay, just think if it is hot and there's shit going on, just think fucking 4 years from now, dude, games coming out. It's gonna
I mean, the components are going to be burnt out.
Yeah.
You know, I
dude.
mean, honestly, if there is a hardware issue, and again, you know, maybe some of these people are exacerbating the problem, or they don't necessarily 100% know what they're talking about. And I'm not saying that they don't, but you know, it's just right now there's a lot of uncertainty. But again, you know, when you have people that are coming out and saying similar things, I think there's some consistency there, and that's what you have to ultimately look into.
Well, consistency too is also with the 360 and the Xbox One X.
Michael, even
you know, they had
Trump
problems
over
too,
Biden.
and it's like,
Those
I don't
triggered
know if they're,
losers can't stop
you know what I
us.
mean?
It's
I mean,
over.
hopefully it doesn't, because
It's over. It's
if there's
over.
fucking heat
That seems to appreciate you. It's over. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, you know, Xbox 360, dude, I still have the coffin that Xbox sent me. You know how they would do that? I don't know if I don't know if anyone remembers it, but when your 360 would do the 3 red lights, they would send you a box, basically a coffin, to send your dead 360 in. You send it back to them, and then they either send you a refurbished one or a brand new one or whatever. You know, if you get lucky, you got a brand new one. And I still got the coffin. You know, it comes with a little instruction thing on how to, you know, place your 360 in the box. I mean, that was a fiasco. You know, I'll never forget it.
Saying.
And I'm hoping that this isn't.
It's not like. And the thing is, dude, like you mentioned with Cyberpunk, bro, if there's actually heat problems, dude, the game is gonna run at 10 FPS.
Well,
dude,
yeah, dude, exactly, yeah. I mean, it's gonna burn out eventually those components over time. You know, it has to cool off.
Or maybe that's what we've been seeing. Remember, you did the I think you did a stream back then where it was the PS5 and there was a shitload of pop-in. Maybe that's another early warning sign of shit going on with the PS5.
And I don't need to see pop-in in next generation games. I mean, we literally should be past that at this point. I'm telling you that right here and right now. We should literally be past that, and seemingly, in some cases, it's still happening. You know what I mean? Dude, again, I was playing Mafia Definitive Edition last night. Oh, my Lord. Dude, I would love to talk to the developers. I would love to talk to the developers and see how they can think that that was manageable.
Call me if you need to check your cholesterol levels.
Oh my God, bro. The games these days are so cookie cut.
It's over. You're at the Casilla once again. Fitzpatrick, I really appreciate you. Well, I'm gonna need to check more than that. I'll tell you that.
And then, dude, there's actually a comparison between the Cyberpunk E3 event and the one that they're showing now, and it's the buildings look completely different.
Yeah.
Like there's less.
Well, I
there's
mean
less
that's
like
and I'll tell you what. I guarantee you that day one patch is going to be basically mandatory. I mean, obviously it's not going to be mandatory, but if you don't play without the day one patch, you know, you're going to see a lot of ugly stuff, you know, that I can tell you. Because when you play Mafia Definitive Edition without the day one patch, they literally they didn't ship the game with free ride missions. There were no missions in free ride. You have to update the game just to get some of the fucking features, you know. So that's why the game was delayed. That, you know, from what I can surmise, you know, they basically delayed it from August to September, the Mafia Definitive Edition, so that they can make sure that the day one patch had all of that content ready to go. So, and I think that's going to be the case here with Cyberpunk as well. I think that day one patch is going to be freaking enormous.
Well, that's why they delayed their game too, bro. It's again,
exactly,
it's so fucking bad, bro.
Yeah, this industry is really in the shitter. I can tell you that. I mean, I'll tell you what though. You know, I don't know if you watched it, and I know a lot of people don't like sports games, but NBA 2K21, they just came out with next generation gameplay, and I don't know if it was because it was early in the morning when I saw that gameplay initially, but there was a moment in that gameplay footage where I literally thought I was watching real life. I am not kidding. And obviously I was watching on a 4-inch little fucking phone. You know, so obviously that had something to do with it. But, bro, that is the most next-gen looking game that I have seen thus far. I shit you not. NBA 2K21. You know, and I know it's cool to hate on NBA and cool to hate on 2K and microtransactions and, you know, they meme about that shit. But I am telling you, you know, that was the first game I bought on my PS4. NBA 2K, what was it, 14 or 13, you know, with LeBron James. I think it was NBA 2K14 with LeBron James because, you know, those are games to kind of to kind of like showcase and say, okay, this is what the next generation can do. And I'm telling you, man, some of the stuff they're doing with the player models and this, that, and the third, and all of the stuff happening on the court now, I honestly was impressed. And that's rare for me to say.
It's like a benchmark game. Same with Star Wars Battlefront.
Absolutely. Yeah. So
you know?
I'm gonna, you know, I mean, I don't play online, so none of that concerns me. I don't care if they throw in fucking gambling machine. I literally do not care because I don't go online. You know, I'm a weird gamer. You know, I take my consoles offline. I don't go online.
Yeah, I'd fuck online, dude. That shit's it's just a cash grab. That's what it is nowadays.
Well,
but
I
the
mean,
Cyberpunk,
that's why I don't do it.
Yeah, dude, and the Cyberpunk NPCs, right? There's no options. Okay,
oh, bro.
right?
Yeah, I was watching the footage with Dylan. with Dylan, and Dylan noticed how there was no NPCs in the world. You know what I mean? You know, as he was driving around.
Yeah, there's no NPCs, but I'm saying that if you see even in the E3 trailer, right? They quote it as an RPG game. When you go and you look at people, there's like a little chat thing above their head, and that's what they call RPG. It's like what they're thinking or what they say.
It's
that's what they call
half-baked, half-assed RPG.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's basically an action-adventure game in disguise as this, you know, deep, rich RPG that's, you know, built for the mature gamer. No.
Yes.
You know, I mean, it's a fallacy at this point. But we are going to continue to push really hard and really strong when the time is right, believe me, on Cyberpunk 2077. And, you know, I mean, dude, I need a game at this point that has meat on that bun. I mean, NBA 2K21 is going to be nice to look at, but it is a basketball game, and that's very limited. But, dude, I need meat on that bone. And Watch Dogs Legion, oh, my, dude.
Brother.
You know, you want to sit here and say Cyberpunk looks like trash. Well, if Cyberpunk looks like trash, I am telling you right here and right now that Watch Dogs Legion is shit. You know, and dude, this is coming from someone who is a huge Watch Dogs fan. You know, especially the second one. I mean, I didn't agree with 100% of how they went with the narrative in this and the third. But, you know, they tried to do something with it. And I'm telling you, Watch Dogs 2 is literally a better game than Legion. Dude, every time I see Legion, it just looks like trash. In fact, beyond trash. Shit. You know, nothing but shit on the bottom of my shoe. You know, now they added in the gimmick. Yeah, they added in the gimmick. All they did was they took the Watch Dogs 2 mechanics, you know, sprinkled some Saints Row theming on it, and, you know, they added in a gimmick where you can play as any NPC, and the normies are like, oh, shit, oh, my God, you can play as the grandma. I'm going to play as the grandma. I'm going to fly around and do cartwheels. Well, can you play as world class? If the answer is no, then they can shove it where the sun doesn't shine, that I can tell you.
Dude, and even in Cyberpunk, right, if you look, there's only 2 missions. They have the main mission, and they have, like, an optional mission. It's like, are you fucking serious, bro? Like, this is the fucking story they're trying to push.
Yeah, it's really so incredibly sad. I'll tell you that. I mean, it's just so incredibly sad. They're trying to cater and pander to the normies. You got Keanu Reeves, you got Billie Eilish. I mean, what's next? I mean,
Wait,
what's
what?
next? They might as well. I mean, yeah, they probably got Lady Gaga in the game. I mean, that's just
Oh
so
my God,
incredibly
they
sad.
had her. Oh my God. Oh, I just don't
Yeah.
even want to go there anymore. It's just
Yeah.
so. Oh my
Well, I
God.
mean, look, these people, they need to wake up and smell that coffee because this is ultimately the reality of the situation.
Yeah, Among Us is very
Oh.
popular right now. That's the
Yeah, well, I mean,
reality
I
of the
think that's going to
fucking
fizzle out.
industry.
I think that's going to fizzle out a tad bit soon. I mean, I don't even think people are playing that anymore. You know what game they're playing now? I just heard about it. It's making the rounds in the social, whatever you want to call it, gaming spectrum. I don't know what the name of the game's called, but it's a game where you like fucking hunt ghosts.
Oh my God.
I'm not kidding, dude. It's like, I mean, everyone's playing it. It kind of looked interesting though, but it is a multiplayer only game, I believe. I don't think you can play it, so I don't care. But I guess if you had friends, it would be something that might be kind of cool. Like you literally hunt
Everybody,
ghosts.
again, everybody knows
Yeah.
any fucking multiplayer game is good with friends. It doesn't matter what fucking game it is.
Well,
You
yeah,
get
but
what
that's
I'm
the thing.
saying?
You have to have friends, otherwise you're gonna play with
Exact-
strangers. It's trash. There's no point. So if the game doesn't have a single player component, I'm out. You know what I mean? It's that simple.
And that's why Cyberpunk's gonna be trash, dude. There's not gonna be anything to do, bro.
It's over.
All right.
Hell yeah, bro. I appreciate you. Take care.
You too, man.
Oh my God, Michael, what you talking about there, buddy? Hello, you're on the air. Let's go. Remove the wheels. Who is this?
It's Dan the Man. So
Yeah.
what you were saying about 2K, I was thinking the same thing when I saw that. How
Bro, I'm
It
not
looked
even kidding,
just
bro.
like
I
real
was
life.
honestly really impressed. And I know everyone on the internet's playing
It-
contrarian, and they're like, "It looks like crap. It looks like the same game." No, it does not, dude. You know what I mean?
no,
I
like
mean,
like 2K puts out the same game every year, but this actually
Right.
looks like a pretty big difference in my opinion.
yeah. I mean, at least in terms of the visual aspects. You know what I mean? I mean, there's just so much more happening.
Yeah.
My God, this is getting bad for the sun glare. But at least with the visual aspects, you know what I mean? It really does look like they are utilizing some of the new horsepower that is available to them and the new memory and this, that, and the third. I'm not going to say it's perfect. I mean, the footage did look a little choppy in terms of the frame rate, but in terms of the visual fidelity and just much more happening on the court, the realism, the camera people moving around on the court now, this, that, and the third. I mean, dude, it's seeming. I mean, we're almost there. We are literally almost there.
Yeah. Now we just gotta see what EA does with Madden.
Oh man,
You know?
bro, they have to come out and they have to impress because Madden 21
They
was a
have
shit
to.
show. Yeah, Madden 21 was a shit show. So how do you rebound? Well, here's what you do: you come out with next generation gameplay for Madden 21, and you say this is the reality of the situation. Boom. You know what I mean? So that way they can potentially rebound. Hopefully they saved what they had planned for Madden 21 for the next generation version. Because if they didn't, my
Yeah.
lord, this is not going to be a good thing for EA.
It won't be. Like
agree.
they already struck out with current gen.
Yeah, they
gotta hit
did.
that fucking
Exactly.
home
And
run.
now this is their second chance here. This is their second chance to come out and potentially carry the football without fumbling this time around. You know what I mean?
Gotta go
Death
Barry
Scenes
Bonds,
donated $5
Yeah,
through
I know.
Super Chat.
I know. Mark
Michael
McGuire, Barry
just wanted
Bonds,
to
Sammy
let you
Sosa.
know, I love you, but Cyberpunk
Yeah, man.
2077 is going to
It's
be game of
over.
the year.
It's
No,
over.
No.
No, it's not
One more
game of the
thing.
year.
What's the-
It's Death Scene Sticky Skilla with the gift. It's put to cheer. Really do appreciate you.
One more thing. What do you think
Yeah.
about the new Call
Hello.
of Duty?
Well, I have very little desire to play that. I'll tell you that. I mean, unless there's some Vietnam stuff. Oh, you're on the air. No. It's over. I'm a bad guy. In there, and I don't think there's much, if there is any at all. But honestly, Not really looking forward to it. Although, from what I have researched, you seemingly don't need to have an internet connection in order to play it. Because with the new Call of Duty, with last year's Call of Duty Modern Warfare, you literally have to download 200 gigs to play offline, you know?
Not to play Contrarian.
Yeah.
After playing
That's-
Witcher 3, I
and
still
especially
believe
Black Ops 4, they
CDPR
have
is the
campaign.
only studio crazy enough to match Rockstar on the attention to details.
Yeah, well, I hope that's the case. I hope that they come out and they hit that home run, and I need a game that has meat on that bone. I didn't play The Witcher 3, so I don't know what to expect. I played a little bit of The Witcher 2 on 360, and I thought it was pretty ass, but it's an old game. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of expectations now as we continue to move forward. You know what I mean? Extra, I think it's a little bit to appreciate you. Moving the wheels.
right.
Hello, you're on the air. No. No. Hey, Kill. Hey, Kill. Hello, you're on the air.
What makes a criminal in 2077?
No. No.
Burning down your house by playing Xbox Series X.
It's over.
It's over.
Do 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 do. I'm a bad guy. Ah. Move the wheels. Hello, you're on the air. We're gonna have to screen some of these people here. Okay, this is the reality of the situation. This is what you need to understand. The cracks are indeed starting to show. Hello. Hello, you're on the air. Huh?
I'm gonna come.
Dude! Dude, you got problems. Hello, you're on the air. Who is this?
Let me get this straight. Are you a part of the Snipe fanboy?
No, dude, I have a Series X pre-ordered. What are you talking about?
It's over.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
over.
come
Go
on.
back
Come
to
on.
me.
I'm out here at Phil fucking Spencer's garden, and you have the audacity to call in and question the integrity of world class? So incredibly sad. You voted for Joe Biden. That I can tell you. You voted for Joe Biden. It's over. It's over. That I can tell you. It's over. No, it's over. It's over. No, you're just seething because you don't have your pre-order locked in. You're just seething because you don't have your pre-order locked in. It's over. Hello, you're on the air. We might have to get the straitjacket out in a minute here. Hello, you're on the air. Hope you're done. It's that simple. You don't know how to use Skype? Well, I don't know what to tell you. Hello, you're on the air. Let's go remove the wheels. Hello, you're on the air. Who is this?
Oh, Michael.
Who is this? It's over.
It's over. It's over.
It's over. Hello, you're on the air. Let's go remove the wheels. No. I don't know what that is. We can't do it. It's that simple. If I don't know what it is, we can't do it. Hello, you're on the air.
You know, patient 043 has been showing signs of symptomism withdrawal. Nothing is going on other than the occasional use of donating money to women and needing to feel something, I don't know, like a Chad. Need more updates.
Yeah.
Need to tell Michael.
Bro, I am perplexed with what that was because I don't understand. Hello, you're on the air.
I was watching a video, and you're right about Watch Dogs. It looks trash.
Oh, bro. It really doesn't look good. You
I
know,
was
I mean, honestly, it
disappointed.
looks not great at all.
I was so disappointed. When I saw the reveal trailer and saw it was coming out in March, all right, I pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition. It got delayed because apparently, what was it? Ghost Recon didn't do as well as they wanted it to.
Right. Yeah.
And then when I saw the trailer, there was a few things that put me off. The explosions was one thing.
Yeah.
The fire just did not look right. And then there was also the whole permadeath thing that worries me. Like, what happens if you go through all your characters?
Well, I mean, I'm sure they're going to have. Oh my God, we got an infestation out here. I'm sure they're going to have some, I mean, it's Ubisoft, you know what I mean? I'm sure you're going to be able to buy a card pack and then unlock new. You know what? I mean, come on.
Yeah, and then there's also, it's not just Watch Dogs that's been disappointing me. It's also Marvel Spider-Man, how,
Yeah.
for PS4. It's a great game. I love it. It's fun. It's just, the graphics, especially one mission, the Hall of Mirrors. There's no reflection at all.
Well, these days the developers just seemingly can't make it happen. You know, they just turn off mirrors in games now. They're either cracked or they're just turned off, or they're smudged. I don't know what the case is, but I'll tell you what, it must be an impossible task to get that happening in games today. I don't know.
I don't know. And then they're adding ray tracing support for.
Yeah, well, ray tracing is really a meme at this point. I mean, dude, you know, you turn it on PC if you have a capable card, and it just takes the performance. You know, so you know, I mean, I'd rather see fake ray tracing than actually using real ray tracing because the performance issues are obviously still, you know, apparent. You know, when we can get to a day where you can turn on ray tracing and it literally doesn't affect anything in terms of performance, that will be then when it's, you know.
Then when it's worth it.
Yeah,
like,
well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't have a ray tracing card. I've got a.
Well, I mean, there's no point. There's literally no point. You know, I mean, it's just.
Yeah, no, there really isn't.
Hell yeah. Well.
It's interesting because, like, my setup, I only have a GTX 1650. It's just a budget gaming laptop, and
right.
It's running through all my games really well.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, you don't. I mean.
Except Watch Dogs 2. That wasn't very optimized.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. You gotta watch out. Some of those games are not optimized and they'll run like dog. I'll tell you that. You have to get to appreciate you. I offer my medical services for you and Dylan for free. Well, we might need them. I'll tell you that. Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate you calling in, man. We're gonna move the wheels.
Yeah, all good.
Hell yeah. Take care. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Michael, why you keep on deleting streams?
Well, unfortunately, I cannot discuss the details of that, but you know, it's just one of those things. And right now, I can tell you, without saying too much, is that today we should be able to keep this stream up.
Okay, because I watched the stream late and everything, so
right. Well, yeah. Well, I don't want to delete my own streams either, but unfortunately, it's something that just has to happen. You know, in certain circumstances. But, you know, today it might be a little bit of a different story. Because I know the Snowy fanboys aren't seething. You know, usually when the Snowy fanboys see, they come in here and they get so combative. And the Cyberpunk fanboys, they come in here and they get so combative. But since I'm, you know, we're talking today about Xbox, well, I mean, you know, it's just a totally different story. Moving the wheels. Hello, you're on the air.
E3 2021. I'm taking
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let me ask you this. Can you go 12 rounds with world-class veteran video game critic in the boxing ring? Come on. No, you don't have any cardio, bro. Let me ask you this. Are you in your parents' basement surrounded by Cheetos? Because I damn well know that that's the case. You don't have to tell me. I know.
I mean, you're not wrong. But
Huh? You can't go 12 rounds. Let me see that boxing stance because I'm going to show you mine, okay? I'm going to show you a top secret boxing stance, and I shouldn't be showing this to you because, you know, you're going to learn my tactics, but I'll tell you what, this is what you're going to see when you step toe-to-toe with world class and go 12 rounds E3 2021, okay? We're going to rent that boxing ring out in Los Angeles, okay? And I'm telling you, when these people show up, it's over. That I can tell you because this is what they're going to see before they get, you know, knocked right out, okay? It's going to be a huge KO.
It's over. Go back to V.
It's over. Yeah.
Go back to V. Go back.
No,
to V.
you go back to Reset Era, okay? No one's coming from V anymore. Believe me, I can tell. Okay, you came from Reset Era. You know, you come from Reddit games. Okay, that's the reality of the situation where you type out, you know, a whole entire fucking novel. It's over. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, Michael.
Who is this?
It's Bernard.
No.
Just reading an article and fuck my ass.
No! I don't know what's happening over in Liverpool, but I'll tell you what, something's in the water. Hello, you're on the air. Who is this? Who is this? Who is this?
It's Bernard.
Okay.
Right, do you want to cover my ass?
Dude, you guys got severe problems, bro. Dude, imagine calling back. No, you're done. You're done. Hello. Yeah, but
It's awful.
It is. Well, I can tell you it is. Absolutely. Cyberpunk.
I think you hit the nail on the head, mate. It's just going to be a linear action shooter game with terrible, outdated combat, everything. It's fucking
man.
awful.
Yeah, I
all
mean,
they
people
show at the Wire events is like scripted scenes when you go into like the clubs and
yeah,
stuff.
split-second gameplay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on. The
Yeah,
game
yeah.
literally has gone gold. It's mastered. Bro, you can't sit
And it's
there
not
and
even
make
out.
excuses anymore. They can't sit there and make excuses. Literally, the game is complete. It's complete.
Yeah, they can't.
It's
change anything.
complete. You know what I mean? There are
It's
literally no
interesting to see
excuses
what this
why
Melee
there's no
looks like.
gameplay. Because they're mastering what's on the fucking disc. They're shipping it out. They're producing it. That's the reality of it. They need to show gameplay.
Yeah, it should be illegal. Like it's
It
almost
should.
Like, it's
I mean,
almost
this
like
industry
lying.
can get away with so much. This
Yep.
industry can get away with so much because these gamers just
Unregulated.
don't care. These gamers just don't care. You know,
Eat it up.
they buy
They
it
just
hook, line,
eat
and
it
sinker.
up.
They're like, "Oh my God, Michael, what you talking about, everybody? Oh my God, Michael." You know, it's so incredibly sad that I can tell you.
Yeah, straight facts.
Absolutely.
Anyway, have a good day, man.
Hell yeah,
See you later.
appreciate you. Son of a bitch. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air. Hell yeah.
Hey man, I just wanted to call to ask if you could put your dick in my.
No, dude, you guys got severe issues, okay? It's seemingly looking like we're going to have to take a timeout. You've been screened, okay? You know, I'm on top of the game here, okay? That's the reality of the situation, okay? You're going to have to... Guys, we're going to take a break from Skype because quite clearly we need one, okay? I don't know what's happening over in Liverpool, but again, something is seemingly in the water. Folks, the cracks may very well be starting to show. If you're just tuning in, Xbox Series X reportedly has a temperature problem. Now, this article is from comicbook.com, and really, I would like you to disregard the first top half there because I think some of that is a little bit exaggerating, you know, for clicks and what have you. But, you know, there are a couple of people that have reported that their Series X is quite warm, in fact, maybe even hot. And we're not talking about while it's gaming because that's pretty much normal, right? We're talking about while it's on the menu screen, the dashboard. You know, I don't think that's normal. Dude, this computer right now, we're in OBS. We have a browser open. We have Chrome open. We have, you know, a few things going on. And I'm going to lift it up here, and I'm going to see if it's warm. Yeah, it's a little warm, but it's definitely not hot. It's not hot to touch. You know what I mean? And we're doing things on here. You know what I mean? We're doing things on here. So I don't know what to tell you guys, and I certainly hope that this doesn't turn out to be a huge, colossal issue with Xbox Series X. And there's no telling how Xbox Series S is going to do, but it's seemingly, you know, a similar form factor to you know, Xbox One X and what have you. But again, this is right now, recent reports have come out, and we're going to go ahead and play the Giant Bomb video again in case you're new and you just tuned in, because again, someone over at Giant Bomb is, I don't know, I can't remember his name, but, you know, Giant Bomb, a very credible website. Let's go ahead and play the clip.
So here's what's crazy, right? This thing.
Yeah.
This was just plugged in standby mode behind me.
Oh,
And
yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
the entire thing is a little toasty.
Now,
and-
again, this is pre-release hardware,
Yeah,
to be fair. We
totally.
know
And
yeah.
I'm sure they're not stoked for me to even get into that much kind of detail. But, you know, people were asking like, oh, you know, it seems like it's in the way that a lot of the other consoles were doing stuff while you were not using them. It seems like this thing might be doing something while you're not using it. And
right.
to the point where it needs to exhaust heat.
Yeah, so I don't know why the console would be necessarily hot if it's just, you know, not really doing anything. I don't necessarily think that that's normal. I mean, my PS4 doesn't get that hot when it's just on the menu. You know what I mean? When you start gaming, it's a little bit of a different story. So it is going to be interesting to see how some of this plays out. Maybe all of this is hogwash. Maybe people are exaggerating for clicks. Maybe people don't know what they're talking about. We just don't know right now because everyone who does have a Series X, they're allowed to not really say anything. You know, they got to keep their mouth shut. Otherwise, they basically lose access. And Angry Joe didn't get access. So that tells you that they're picking people that are going to 100% toe the line, which is a little concerning to me. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is, and unfortunately, this is seemingly, again, the more consistent the reports become, the more of an issue it seemingly could very well be. So just keep that in mind, folks. That is the reality right now of the situation, and, you know, like I said, it could be nothing, but it could be something. We're just going to have to stay tuned on that. obviously there's a lot of the console wars happening, so people who are picking sides are going to use that as bait, and people who aren't on this other side of the fence are going to sit there and say that that's all hogwash and that there's nothing to that, and this, that, and the third. So again, we're just going to have to stay tuned to this, and again, as we get closer to November next month, I think more and more will become transparent on what's ultimately happening here. This is the reality, folks, of the situation, okay? Oh, my God, Michael. In fact, here's what we're going to do, folks. Before we jump back into Skype, okay, we're going to go ahead and go right over here, and I'm going to load this 2K footage, okay? We've been talking about NBA 2K a tad bit earlier on in the stream. Someone called in and talked about it, and I want to show this to you guys because, honestly, I was impressed. I'm not going to come on here and say I wasn't impressed. I'm not going to join the, NBA 2K6, Michael. I don't play online. I don't know what they do with the gambling shit, if they even do that at all. But this is ultimately what I was impressed with, I'll tell you that. So let's go ahead, full screen this, and get down to the brass tacks, folks, okay? Oh, my God, Michael, what you talking about there, buddy? Okay, let me go ahead and fix this here. Give me a second here. We're going to, fix the living, breathing organism. Okay, so here we go, folks. This is NBA. I got to make sure to mute this because they're playing some crazy music in the background. I can't have that happening. But with that said, folks, let's go ahead and play this. And obviously on the stream, it's not going to look 100% impressive because I'm running at a low bit rate. But let's go ahead and play this. This was captured apparently on PlayStation 5. And honestly, I mean, just right there, I'm impressed. Dude, we are getting to that point where in the next decade or so, I think we're going to get to that point where it literally looks real. Because at a certain point, you have to sit there and think, how can they expand this? How can they, evolve it in a way that makes sense? But, just from that first shot there, and just the emotion on the player's face is like, dude, that's next level. I mean, look at that. Look at the emotion right there. And even the crowd. Like, what I'm noticing, and yeah, let me turn the brightness up here to take a further analysis of this. Am I seeing any clones in the crowd? You know what I mean? Yeah, same people are wearing the same shirt, but that's what would happen in a real NBA game. You know what I mean? If you're at the home team or what have you, everyone's wearing the same thing. So that doesn't bother me. But I'm not seeing any duplicates, as far as NPCs in the crowd. And you have to keep in mind that this is, these basketball stadiums hold, 25,000 people, if not more, right? So, they have to render all of that out in even more detail now. So, I don't know, man. I am honestly impressed. I'm not seeing any clones, at least from what I'm looking at here. I'm not saying that there aren't clones in the crowd. But right off the bat, dude, I am impressed. And then there's this shot coming up here that just, sealed the deal for me. Not this one per se here. That's okay. And that, again, the emotion that we're talking, that literally looks real. Like, if I were 15 feet away and you play this on a big screen television, I would say that's real life. I mean, I'm blind as a bat, but I'm telling you, this is very, very impressive in my opinion. You know what I mean? And I know people are going to play contrarian, and I know you guys don't like sports games. Well, I'm assuming you guys don't like sports games because I know, sports games, Michael, it's the same game every year. Maybe this is going to be the same game. But I'll tell you what, in terms of the visuals, the IQ, the fidelity, what I'm seeing here, very impressed. And especially with this shot of the player coming out, to the basketball court. We follow the player, and there's a lot fucking happening. There is a lot. Now, the frame rate here isn't fantastic. I will admit that. In fact, this is, beyond 30. But I'll tell you what, look at all of this. Like the motion blur. Like, what, dude, when I was watching this on my phone, and sure it was granted a 4-inch screen phone, I thought this was real. Look at that. I'm telling you, man, this is really impressive looking. Now, some of the animations, they still, we obviously, we've come so far with animations, and obviously, 2K, they like to use a lot of those pre-canned, mo-capped animations to make it, to seal the deal here. But, they're showing off gameplay. Obviously, it's in a cinematic format, but, man, I am impressed. I am impressed. There's a lot happening on the court. There is a lot. The lighting, I mean, just look at that. Like the ref, even the coaches. Dude, this all looks really, really solid to me. Again, the frame rate is something that could be potentially worked on. Hopefully they don't downgrade this to get it at a stable frame rate. Even they got the camera guy roaming around. Look at all of what's happening on the court. Like, this would literally not be possible on the current hardware at this level of fidelity. You know what I mean? So we're going to continue to play this, folks. Again, I thought this is the most next-generation thing that I've seen thus far. You know what I mean? I was waiting for this to happen. We got gameplay trailer That's what we're looking at here today. And honestly, this is going to be a nice technical showcase. Like everything looks really, really solid. And I know it's cool to play contrarian. Oh, 2K, they're evil. Again, look at the emotion as they show the reaction of the player, Steph Curry here. Like, look at that, bro. That literally looks real. The motion blur that they have going on, the emotion from the players. I mean, it is all really solid. So I can't attest to what ultimately the gameplay is going to be like, or how all of this is going to ultimately come together. But again, fidelity, IQ, all of it looks really solid at least to me. So we're going to go ahead and go back into Skype, folks. We had to take a little breather there. Oh my God! And I know you guys like Boat Artists go, oh Skype or sports talk, Michael. We ain't going. We don't care about that. We care about that Cyber Seed. Cyber Seed 27-7. Michael, what you talking about there, buddy? You ain't nothing but a clown. Guys, we're going back into Skype. This is the reality of the situation. And again, that was captured on PlayStation 5. You would assume, since Xbox Series X has, a little bit more horsepower to it, it would look and perform best on that console. We'll have to see. Yeah, I'm getting to it. Let's go. Hello, you're on the air. Who is this?
Hello.
Who is this?
It's Jeffrey.
Who?
From the Liverpool gang.
No.
Hello.
No, it's not. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is the reality of the situation. And, obviously people are being less combative today because, we're not barking at Sony. We're not barking at CyberSeed, so that's the reality of it. Because Xbox fanboys don't exist. This just proves my point. By doing these streams, I'm trying to call out the Xbox fanboys. Holy shit, hold on. Hold the fucking phone. We have Neil Druckmann. We have fucking Neil Druckmann. Oh, my God. Hello, you're on the air.
What's up?
No! Who are you? Who is this?
This is
No, it says Neil Druckmann.
Yes.
Why do you have your profile picture as Neil Druckmann? I don't understand. No!
Yes.
Dude, this is low quality bait. Guys, it's time to go back to Reset Era, okay? We're not going back to V anymore. We're going back to Reset Era. You guys want to sit around and write books on Crunch. Dude, no one cares.
PlayStation. It's all about the PlayStation, man.
Yeah, here we go. I mean, come on, so incredibly sad. Look, it doesn't mean that, PlayStation 5 is out of the woods. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's going to it's going to happen with the PlayStation 5 as well, potential hardware issues. Come on.
Well, why not get both, man? Why not just get both?
Well, that's a waste of money.
Let them have a baby.
No, I wouldn't. Come on. Well, guess what? We're moving the wheels. Hello, you're on the air. You call in as Neil Druckmann, and you don't deliver. Well, that's incredibly sad. Huh?
Would that be a good idea?
Well, I'll tell you what. If it comes to that, Xbox is going to be in one hell of a shit show. I mean, I'll tell you that. I mean, dude, if this turns into a George Foreman situation, it is really going to be so incredibly sad.
So you can have your Xbox Series cooker, and then you can have your PlayStation router. Be a pretty good
you got the whole damn setup right there. I mean, it's over. It's over. Hell yeah, appreciate you. Hello, you're on the air. Who is this? No, dude, you call in and you're completely totally toxic, and you better shape up or you're done. Who is this?
I've called in before, but this is my
yeah.
first time
Well,
calling in
you've been
time.
toxic as of late, so we've been having to scream
Nigger.
you. Okay, no. Well, that's gonna do it. For what? That's the reality of it. This community likes to bark at me and go, "Oh, Michael, why is this happening? Why is that happening?" It's just that's how the cookie crumbles. Guys, the Skype callers are drying up, and, when that usually happens, typically that means, we're running out of juice here. We're running out of juice here. I don't like running out of steam, but if that ultimately, again, I mean, man, Well, we'll just take a little breather here because, again, we had I thought we were going to have a streak there where we were going to be okay, but unfortunately, it just didn't work out like that. So that's so incredibly sad, though. Whoever is seating in the Liverpool gang, they I don't know what's happening over there. I don't know what's happening. Okay, that's the reality of the situation. I know what you guys want, but I'm not going to deliver it. Okay, I know what you're trying to get at here, but I ain't gonna. Well, should we wrap this one up early? It's awfully quiet around here. It's been a little quiet. We could start the timer. Usually when things get a little too quiet around here, we like to start the timer to entice people to support the show as opposed to supporting people that don't need support, like Review Tech USA. He's filthy rich. Any other person you watch here on YouTube. So we will start the timer here, and we're going to give it a 10-minute timer. And no, actually, we'll do a 5. We'll still do a 5-minute timer. We'll do a 5-minute timer, and if anything doesn't come through here, well, we will call that one a show. And you can thank some of the Skype callers for this is what it's coming down to. Okay, so we're going to start a timer here, and again, if I don't hear anything through these headphones in 5 minutes, we will call it a show. So we're starting the timer right now. We got 4 minutes and 57 seconds on the clock. This is a punishment. This is a punishment phase because of the caller. And unfortunately, the community that we have here, well, they have to suffer as well. So you're going to have to shape the community up, okay, if you don't want this to happen. So we got 4 minutes and 38 seconds on the clock. And again, if it gets down to 0 seconds, we will be wrapping this show up officially, okay? That's the reality of the situation. I mean, I could go on longer, but obviously, ooh. So in the meantime, we can just sit here. I mean, that's the reality of the situation. You could thank the last caller on Skype for kind of really ruining the show. This is how it's ultimately going to have to happen. We're not going to reward people that do not follow the rules, people that are racist. So as such, this is how we're going to handle that situation going forward. And I know it's not what people want to hear, what they want to see necessarily, but this is the reality of it. This is a show, and the show has to have oil to keep moving along. And when there's no oil, well, things start burning. It's over. Okay, so just a reminder, we have 3 minutes and 36 seconds on the clock here, and it's seemingly ticking away. The clock is ticking. So, and again, in under 3 minutes here, we will be officially wrapping this show up. And maybe that's what people want. I don't know. I mean, I've covered everything that I wanted to cover, and couldn't tell you. And like I said, this is all because of that one last Skype caller. No, you need to understand that this is what we're doing because of the community, okay? I mean, dude. I'm not tolerating it. I'm just not going to tolerate it anymore. Okay? I'm not going to tolerate it anymore. I'm not doing it, man. Like, I'm fine with the fucking weird ass. Here we go. Someone came through. I'll tell you what. Holy shit! Canyon. Well, even if they did, I don't think that would be. That big of a deal, to be honest. I mean, I don't think those games are really that big, to be quite frank. But maybe I'm wrong. Okay, that's the reality of the situation. Can you think it's going to get put some chair? Really do appreciate you. Oh my God, Michael, what you talking about there, buddy? You ain't nothing but a clown. And we're going to stop the timer here. And if things get awfully quiet again, we will eventually wrap. We will eventually start that up again. Okay, Canyon, think it's going to get put some chair? Really do appreciate you. I, of course, always appreciate the Millionaires Club, the people that come through and then go above and beyond, help support the show, continue to move the wheels, and this, that, and the third. But we do have Skype callers that like to ruin the fun here. And, as such, we have to remind them that they do not control the show they need to shape up. Otherwise, well, this is the reality, and it's not a fun reality. We will jump back in Skype here, but just know that there will be the screening process on. So, and don't call in and apologizing because I don't believe that bullshit. You know, just stop calling in and doing what you're doing. It's that simple. You don't need to call in and apologize because I'm not going to believe it. Okay, it's really that simple. You know. Come on, let's go. If you're going to do it, let's go. It's the same two callers. It is the same two. I am losing my mind out here, man. I'm losing my mind out here, bro. Hello, you're on the air. Well, if you can't figure your stuff out, that's on you. Hello, you're on the air. Yeah. Well. Yeah, I don't. Getting really upset again. Getting really upset. Huh? The hell is that? Hold on. Oh, absolutely. I agree with this super chat. I really, and you know, now I have Skype open. I can't play the damn super chat. We're going to replay that. This is bullshit. No. I'm not doing fake gamer girl, okay? If you're a gamer girl, you get your ass and you call in, okay? Come on, let's go. Let's go replay that because that was unfair, okay? I'm going to replay that. I don't know how to replay it. I don't know how to replay it. Here, let's go ahead and go over here and see if I can replay that here. Unfortunately, I can't. I don't know how to do it. Well, fucking hell, god damn it, fuck. I'm really not. Again, I'm getting really pissed here. I'm getting really pissed here, and it's all because of that. Never call back into my show again. You know, never call back into my show again. If you're just gonna say stupid, silly shit like that, don't do it. Now I don't remember who that even. I'm about ready to go off. We're about ready to take this to 0 to 100, you know, in about 3 seconds here, because things are starting to, you know, unfold here in a way that they shouldn't be unfolding, and it is so incredibly sad. Whose reaction? Thank you, Scarlett. What's the gift? He's put some chair. To appreciate you. Oh my God, Michael, what you talking about there, buddy? And I can't even do Skype because now every fucking caller has to be screened. Can't even do Skype, and that's thanks to that stupid idiot. So, I mean, if you know who that is, tell them to stop being stupid. We're not doing it. Now I got to basically talk to these Skype callers privately, get a feel, and then, you know, let them on the air. And then, you know. Well, I think we're just going to wrap this up early, folks. You know, it's really, well, hold on. We got a new caller. Hello, you're on the air.
Watch Dogs. There's a few more things I wanted to say.
Yeah.
So, Need for Speed Heat.
Yeah.
What is your opinion on that?
Well, it's not great. It's in
I
fact
feel
terrible.
like
Yeah, in
I
fact
feel like
terrible.
companies are trying to downgrade in games. Honestly.
Oh, absolutely. This industry isn't a shitter. Anyone telling you otherwise is a shill. It's. I mean, dude, that's the reality of it. I mean, you know, you know, maybe 2K looks impressive, but you know, maybe the gameplay is still the same. You know, I mean, and if that's the case, obviously we would have to deduct points.
Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't turn out like Watch Dogs 1 did with that massive downgrade. That's one of the biggest mistakes.
Yeah, well,
Ubisoft-
that's a Ubisoft thing. They love to pull that, and they love to.
And then EA, it's always microtransactions and loot boxes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, other companies do bad things too. It's not just Bethesda, EA, and Ubisoft. It's. I mean, the entire industry is really in the shitter.
Yeah, it's so bad.
I mean,
And then,
honestly, honestly, the only game that actually, seemingly, if they really play their cards right, is Cyberpunk. And I'm saying don't buy it, and that is still the case. But you know, if it turns out to be a surprise, that's the only game that could, you know, be great.
Yeah, what's the possibility that Cyberpunk would run on my system?
Well, I mean, I think. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure the system requirements are out there, and I think they're rather, you know, I don't think you need. I think they did a great job, to be honest. So I think you're going to be good. Absolutely. How much RAM you got?
I've got 16 gigs.
Oh, absolutely. You're fine. Absolutely. Yeah, and you said you had the 1650 Ti.
1650.
Yeah, 1650. And then what CPU?
i5 9300H.
Okay, yeah, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. I mean, unless you wanted to do something crazy and try 4K, then I mean, that's ridiculous. But yeah, you're totally fine.
No, I can't do 4K except on my
Well,
TV.
I mean, I wouldn't want to do 4K on anything. 4K is basically still a meme at this point,
Yeah, you really can't do 4K on.
I mean, even with the
systems.
new NVIDIA cards, I mean, it's still, we're just not there. I mean, honestly, we are, but we're not. You know what I mean? I mean, there has to come a day where you don't even think about playing around with the settings or anything like that.
Yeah.
You just launch it in 4K and it's good, and that's when you'll know that you're there.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, all good. What's another game that's disappointing? Just Cause 4.
I mean,
what is with the hair?
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you noticed
I got that game to review. I got it like about a week early. I had to follow the embargo. Couldn't say anything about it. And well, I thought it was fun, but it had definitely a lot of problems.
Yeah, like with me, it kept crashing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I haven't played it in a long time, but
Canyon
lag
just
spikes were
donated
insane. I had a GTX 1050 and I was running on like medium to low settings, and the lag spikes was weird. Like it was something else. And then like when I got my new system, I've got it on max settings. They've updated it with the whole summer update, and it still doesn't look great.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the reality of it. I'll tell you that. Canyon, thank you so much again for split to really do appreciate you. Yeah, I saw your call, but it's not popping up now, so just keep calling in.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, that's the reality.
I found Just Cause 4's graphics to be very minimal. It feels like companies are trying to downgrade their graphics.
Well, I mean, Well, I mean, when you develop a game on 2013 hardware, you have to make compromises. And Cyberpunk is a game that is going to be held back by the hardware that is currently, out. Had they waited and developed it ground up, it from the ground up on next generation hardware, I think we would see much more. But this is the reality of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like with Mafia 3 as well, I was a bit disappointed with the graphics there as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
especially reflections and stuff, it just does not look right.
Well, they improved a little bit on Mafia Definitive Edition with the fake ray tracing, but I mean that's all they got really. I mean, my lord.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate you, bro. We're gonna move the wheels.
Yeah. Not all good. Good talking.
Yeah. Take care. Hello, you're on the air.
Mancave donated $4.99 through Super
Well,
Chat.
hold on.
Bring the reality to these situations. 2K
Absolutely,
looks
we have
good,
to.
But the mocap animations look strange.
Yeah, I agree. Mancave, thank you so much. Mancave, hello, you're on the air.
I have a question to ask.
Sure. Oh my God, I'm getting 8. Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
And you have 9. Who has more?
Well, you know the answer. You know the answer. No, I didn't change. Dude, I'm not a Sony fanboy now. I have a Series X pre-ordered. I don't know what you're talking about.
So which one is the better console?
Well, it depends on what you're looking for.
I'm looking for great games.
Well, that's totally up to the user, but I mean, if you're looking for, I mean, do you have an Xbox One right now?
No, I have a PlayStation 4.
Okay. Well, then you never mind then. Because I was going to say, if you have an Xbox One... Oh! I knew this shit was happening, dude. You guys got severe fucking problems. I knew that shit was happening. I knew it was coming. Hello, you're on the air. Who is this?
043 is seething, all because of the lack of Cyberpunk 2077.
It's over.
I don't know what's going on with this patient. It seems to be abundance of them. We had a huge error in our part, and the cracks were showing. Need to tell Michael about this.
Well, I mean, I'm not even... I can't. Here we go. I'm trying to get to the new caller. Canyon.
What's up, bud? How you doing?
Oh, hell yeah. I appreciate you coming through, bro.
There you go. Hey, so between the Xbox and the PlayStation, I mean, you seem to like rip both of them. You said the Xbox X pre-ordered. Out of both of them, would you say the Xbox is better currently?
Well, I mean, it's still hard to really say until we can actually see them in person and, understand them and, get a feel for where they're both at. But, I mean, it depends on what you're looking for, to be honest.
See, I think the problem with PlayStation is they buy, a PlayStation for God of War or Spider-Man, which the new Spider-Man looks good, but it's going to be like a DLC.
But it's also on PS4 too,
DLC game. Right.
Exactly.
But I mean, it's just like, you're going to buy a PS5 for those two games alone that are single player, probably have like maybe 30 hours of single player gameplay between both of them, and then, never touch them again.
Yeah,
But
I don't
another
agree with
problem
that.
is
Yeah.
The games they showed for PlayStation are all either on Microsoft Studios or coming to Xbox. Hitman, Crash, Resident Evil, Deathloop, Ghostwire. There's like other titles that they showed are on Xbox or coming to, the Microsoft Studios. You didn't see Xbox showing anything really for PlayStation 5. That's the issue with the showcases too, I feel. But
yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. The hardware and software leaning towards Xbox for people wondering, but I don't know. Sony doesn't have much to offer, but Xbox has more. It's not saying much on both ends, but
Right.
I don't know, man. I feel like this gen sucks. I wish people would just get PCs. Yeah, they're expensive, but you get a nice PC, you're good for like 10 years or plus,
Right. Well, yeah, especially with the new cards.
Yeah, when if you can get your hands on them. But
Yeah, exactly,
I'm gonna wait for the big
yeah.
Navi. We'll see about those cards, but if you go to PC gaming, you're never gonna lose. I have all the consoles, but I think PlayStation, without a doubt, is gonna lose this year. They surely might have more, consoles being sold, but the games are gonna be less valued. They're all coming to Xbox, plus their hardware and software is soft.
Well, yeah, and they're going to look and perform best on Series X.
Correct. Yeah. You just can't beat it. Both next gen, these consoles coming up are going to suck. Nothing like the hype of, the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, a huge leap. We're not getting that big of a leap this time.
Yeah.
We're at the peak pretty much for what we can get and go for. But, PlayStation, I just don't think they handled it correctly with all the games showing and all the things that they're doing. Handled poorly.
Yeah.
Any big games you're going to pre-order for the X or no?
Well, I'm not gonna. I don't know. I just got Mafia on fucking PS4, so it's like shit,
See, I bought that knowing because I put it on the PS2. I know it's gonna be single player, not really open world. I liked it for what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're not gonna get another playthrough unless you're a hardcore fan or whatnot. Like casual gamers are gonna.
Right.
Play that.
Well, I think they should. Update it and add in a few more things. I'm not asking for much, but just something more in the free ride mode. My lord, it's pretty fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. But for Xbox, yeah, they're not having major hits come out right away, but they're doing a lot of smart things out here with Game Pass and subscriptions. But I just feel like this, next gen all around is gonna suck, and people aren't gonna, like it as much.
Yeah, I agree. It's gonna be a rough start. I can tell you that. A slow,
it
rough
always
start.
is, though. Xbox 360 had a rough start with the PS3, Xbox One, and PS4. All consoles that start off have a rough start, but it gains momentum as it goes along.
Well, especially now,
Yeah, but if you want the problem with the PlayStation, you haven't pre-ordered it yet, you're fucked.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you better start camping out now. Shit, we got to. I'll camp out tomorrow if I can guaranteed get one.
No, I did mine at GameStop, man, because they don't oversell like Amazon or Best Buy. They get their store amount, and that's what they stick to. But honestly, it's not looking good for both consoles, but Xbox is more promising. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and I think you're gonna be able to find Xbox. I think you have a better chance of finding Xbox as we get closer to November than PlayStation.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be a sheep and just go off what people want. I actually look at things and look at the statistics and games and what's coming out. But I know I'm not gonna buy PlayStation 5 because God of War and Spider-Man are going to be there for 30 hours, and then I'll never touch again. The online communities where it's at, single-player games are kind of dead.
Yeah, unfortunately. Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate you, bro. We're going to move the wheels here.
Sounds good, my man. Take care.
Hell yeah, take care. Hello, you're on the air. Kyle Donovan.
Michael, what's
Kyle
good?
Donovan. Holy shit. Bro.
This is Kyle, the cinematographer.
Oh,
Donovan.
hell yeah, bro. It's over.
It's over, bro. Bro, let me tell you, as a millionaire who's buying both consoles and supporting the show, I gotta tell you, bro, I'm having more fun playing my old PS2 games on a CRT.
Oh,
bro.
hell
That's
yeah.
what
Oh, dude, that's key. You want to talk about a Kino experience? Absolutely. That's what that is.
Yeah, bro, playing the original Burnout games, that's better than any fucking racing
Oh, hell
game.
yeah. Way better than the modern ones, too.
Yeah, bro, like, when the fuck did gaming go downhill? We need to, like, pinpoint the exact
I know.
time.
It was, I mean, it just happened in the last 5 or so years, I feel. Maybe a little longer than that, but man, and especially now, it's just continuing to go in the wrong direction, man.
I think the second half of the 7th gen, I think, is probably
Yeah,
gonna start.
I would agree.
Because, dude, the first half of the 360 and PS3, there were some great titles.
Yeah,
I guess-
that was absolutely, fond memories of that era. And then later on in the generation, as we got to the end, it started to get a little different.
It started getting homogenized, bro. Movie
Yeah.
games, Uncharted 2, Last of Us, Bioshock Infinite, GTA 5, all those games,
Yeah.
they're just so homogenized.
Yeah, and then as soon as they saw that was a success, they started to take that formula and apply it to every other franchise. So now every game's basically The Last of Us on PlayStation.
Yeah, and even old classic franchises just get pummeled to death with uncreative bullshit.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Look at Dead Rising, bro. The original Dead Rising, great fucking
Oh,
game.
absolutely. Bro, I remember buying that day one at GameStop. That was fucking amazing. And then, as they kept putting out sequels, it really wasn't the same.
Yeah, dude, just compare Dead Rising 1, a Japanese game, to Dead Rising 4, an American game. And
Oh,
it's so,
Lord. Yeah.
It's so fucking bad,
I
bro.
mean, yeah, they need, in order to resurrect that franchise, they would literally have to take it back to Japan. Because they knew what
Yeah.
they were doing over there. With that game.
I don't know what the deal with Japanese game development is, but I'd still rather support that than American ones. I mean, I like Death Stranding a lot. I mean, I thought that was, pretty interesting.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, yeah,
out
it was
of all the
definitely different.
fucking Sony exclusives, at least.
Yeah.
They at least tried with that game. They tried doing something different. That
Yeah,
and The Last
even if it wasn't everyone's cup of tea, you can at least tell that Kojima was trying to do something a little bit freaking, outside of the, shooting gallery box,
Right. That and The Last Guardian are like one of the few games I'm gonna remember from this generation, bro. I mean, most of it has just gotten so fucking boring. Like I can't even tell you what game of the year is this year because it's hardly
Oh
any
man,
good games.
bro, dude, I know it's so, dude. I can't either, man. I mean, it's just all over the place. In terms of, it's up and down. It's like a roller coaster in terms of quality.
Yeah, and people keep saying on this stream like Cyberpunk is gonna be game of the year. Yeah, well, what the fuck is the competition?
Exactly,
Doom
yeah.
Eternal.
Oh, that's on Game Pass now. I mean, my lord.
Yeah, Jesus, bro. It's such a shitter. I'm glad I still have all my old games, bro. I'm having way more fun playing those.
Yeah, that's when developers were actually, they did what they wanted to do as a passion project. They had more freedom, and that was the result.
Yeah, dude, it sucks so bad. Well, I'm gonna let you get to more callers, bro.
Hell yeah,
Moving
bro.
the
I
wheels.
appreciate you. Hell yeah, I appreciate you, Kyle Donovan. Moving the wheels. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the wheels are. We've dried up many of the callers here, and that is kind of surprising. Nonetheless, if we're done, I guess we're done. I mean, we've been streaming for about an hour and 40 minutes, so I think, Hello, you're on the air. Margarita.
Yo, Michael, I really fuck with your shirt. I really fuck with your shirt, man.
What is that? Oh, yeah, you're the Nintendo.
Michael, your mic is what's it called? Being static. I don't know.
Is doing the robot?
Yeah, like really bad for some reason.
Really?
Right now, when you're calling me right now, it's like being really static.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate, but maybe I can try something here. This might break the whole damn shit, but we can
Oh, it's
try
better,
something here.
It's better.
Okay. Well, I think I know a permanent solution, but
Bro, I can't believe the Xbox is gonna overheat. That's so
Yeah,
sad.
well, I mean,
Bro, I was gonna fucking like camp out on a launch day and fucking get one, but like hearing that news, fuck.
yeah, well, I mean, obviously nothing's 100% confirmed right now, but I mean, obviously both systems are probably going to have at least some hardware issues. I mean, I don't think they'll be that widespread, but
Yeah, it's gonna be more worse on PS5 though, since they have like those little.
well,
small
I mean,
fans.
the damn thing's huge. I mean,
Yeah,
I
little-
mean, I hope they have a solution to the heat. They got to dissipate that heat.
Yeah, you know how I finished Breath of the Wild on my Wii U, right?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, that Wii U Pro controller, man, that shit lasted me a fucking month without charging. Can you
No.
believe that?
Bro,
Yeah, it
that
lasted-
dude. Wow. Yeah, but it's rechargeable. Like there's no batteries.
No batteries, just rechargeable. But
Okay.
man,
Yeah.
what
Wow, that's
fucking
that, dude. I don't understand that. Then why can't
Bro.
the PS5 have that? Or the Xbox controller?
The controller is built high quality, and I'm playing on my PS4 again. I just got Yakuza 0, and I fucking charged the PS4 controller like 3 times already.
Yeah,
That
I know.
shit's dying
Yeah,
fast.
Dylan and I, we were playing Mafia Definitive Edition last night. We had to charge we had to plug it in halfway through. I mean, it's just terrible battery life. It's inexcusable.
Because I have 2 controllers, right?
Yeah.
The second one doesn't fucking work anymore. I don't know why. I guess we're fucking charging it a lot.
Well, they want you to buy the new DualSense 5.
Bro, they're
It's
fucking
over.
scammers. They're scammers.
Yeah, well, I
man.
know. Yeah, you want to talk about scamming? I mean, my lord, look at Snowy.
Yeah,
It's over.
How do you feel about that Need for Speed Hot Pursuit remaster?
Oh lord. I mean, dude, that's the most unoriginal. Like, come on, man.
It's the same fucking shit.
I
There's
know.
no-
They just
no
keep
chance.
going. They just keep going back, and they just, they bring it back to the modern day Zoomers, and now everyone's like, "Oh my God, thank you, EA."
Yeah,
Like,
they're looking in the past, but is that game gonna be physical or just digital? How's that gonna work?
Well, it might be physical. I don't know. I didn't look into it too much, but I
Fuck.
remember it being pretty good when I played it in the PS3. But I don't necessarily know if it needs a remaster, especially if it's going to look exactly the same with just in 4K now. Like that doesn't do
Yeah.
much for me.
They're living in the past. They're fucking scammers. Fuck
Yeah.
EA.
Yeah, well, I mean, this entire industry is just, I mean, at a loss right now. I mean, dude, no one knows how to go forward. No one knows how to push the medium forward
Yeah.
or
what's
anything
up-
like that. And that's why I'm pulling. Dude, I want Cyberpunk to be fucking amazing, man. I need that experience right now, especially in 2020, bro. Give me something with meat on the bone.
Bro,
Ghost of Yonshima. Oh Lord,
I haven't started that yet. I'm gonna start it after Yakuza 0. But
No,
man,
dude.
yeah, I'm gonna start it. I'm barely starting it because of that one new update. I'm barely gonna start it and see how
Oh
it's
yeah,
gonna play.
They update. They're adding New Game Plus into Ghost of Yonshima. And I sat there and I said, bro, that should have been there day one. The only reason why they did that is so they can market the game again and make more money to extend the shelf life of the game. And that's what they're going to do with the Mafia Definitive Edition. They won't update it until there's an opportune time, so they can say, hey, this is the update. Buy it again.
Yeah, but game of the year for 2020 is gonna be Final Fantasy VII for sure. Hopefully.
Well, dude, I don't play Final Fantasy.
Bro, that was my first.
Well,
game.
I'll
That
tell
shit
you
was-
what. Yeah, I'll tell you what. We'll probably do at some point this year a Game of the Year stream, and I'm gonna we're gonna make it. We'll have people on the show too. You know what I
'cause
mean?
Modern Warfare is a contender too, but I don't see that being game of the year. It's the same shit this year.
Oh, I agree, absolutely. Michael, the Slave Number One fan, thank you, Skillet. What's a gift? It's a picture. I appreciate you.
I'm not the biggest fan. He should call in and GTA, bro.
Hell yeah.
Well, Bill Clinton told me he was gonna call in, but I don't know where the fuck he's at.
Well, Bill Clinton got busy, I guess. I mean,
Yeah,
well, there's
bro,
always,
that-
hey, we do it daily, so I mean,
Yeah, that's
there's always
that
more
Skype group-
opportunities.
that Skype group chat is fucking lit, man. I've
Yeah,
been up to
yeah.
I've been up till like 5 a.m. in the morning, like really
No,
tired.
dude.
Yeah, they're always fucking calling and texting, man. That shit's lit.
Yeah,
It's
well,
active.
I mean, my lord.
Yeah, man.
You
Yeah.
wake the dead up with that.
Yeah, man. Well, hopefully we'll see you there soon or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
well, I mean, look, I can't make any promises, but I might show up. It's over.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Moving the
Oh, yeah.
wheels.
Moving the wheels. It's over. Well, I think, folks, that might do it for today's show. We've seemingly got through most of the calls here. And unfortunately, we had a few toxic callers, a couple of toxic callers that have dampened a little bit of the show. Nonetheless, I think that is going to do it officially, folks. We talked about the Xbox Series X, and, you know, as you can see, potential, nothing confirmed, but potential concerns about heat. I think that about summarizes it the best that it can be possibly summarized at this point in time. Oh, my God, Michael, what you talking about there, buddy? You ain't nothing but a clown. What you talking about there, buddy? Well, oh, my God, Michael. Yeah, it's Kino. Look at that. You know, and the natural wear really added a lot to it, I'll tell you that. You know what I mean? It looks like I really got this at the rehabilitation clinic. It's incredible. It's incredible, that I can tell you. Probably one of the best shirts Nintendo has ever put out. Unfortunately, it's got a little U-neck, but, you know. No!
Little Chestnut
Little
donated
Chestnut!
20
Little
euros
Chestnut!
through Super
Little
Chat.
Chestnut! Little
Michael,
Chestnut!
so this show
Little
is time
Chestnut!
to win now, so incredibly sad you lived long enough to become like EA. Hey, for the rest of the show DLC, nose, coffee, and that stupid shill that eats that slop and keeps chipping in, huh? Ooh ooh ooh.
No, this show isn't pay to win. What are you talking about? Little Chestnut, thank you so much to get a little appreciate you. I mean, I can play EA out here if you want me to play EA. You know what I mean? Dude, I can play EA. I'll bring the EA.
Do live gameplay, Michael.
Yeah. Well, when it makes sense, we could. I mean, dude, we'll consider it. Okay. I mean, bro, how come no one called in and talked about that Ghost game? Dude, have you guys not heard about that Ghost game? You know, that Ghost game everyone's playing, it does look kind of cool, but, I mean, it's only cool if you have people that, you know, are willing to participate and actually get into it. You know, I would rather play that than Among Us. Game Beano, thank you so much to get put to be sure to appreciate you. You know, I mean, everyone's playing it. PewDiePie, Markiplier. I mean, I don't watch those channels, but I know they're playing it. But it does look kind of interesting. I think it's an early access on Steam, though, so, I mean, it's one of those games. But let's see if the chat is understanding what's being said. Okay. I mean, you want me to call the Terminator out here? You guys aren't even listening. It's over. No, it's not. Dude, imagine thinking that this is pay to win. You want me to play EA? I can play EA. Okay, it's as simple. See, you guys aren't even talking about the Ghost game. So incredibly sad. Okay, Time Traveler. Time Traveler said in the chat he's been watching the hell out of that game. It looks interesting to me. Because you can play it in VR, but it's also not, you know, you don't have to have VR to play it as well. So it's the best of both worlds. But I can't even imagine in VR. Bro, I mean, you know, I mean, I think that's an application that really succeeds in that format, you know. But you don't have to have VR to play it. So, you know, I'd rather play that than Among Us or anything like that. You know, screw Among Us. That's boring. I'd rather play a game where you got to hunt the ghosts. And, you know, dude, that's amazing. Sounds cool to me. Oh, my God, Michael, what you talking about there, buddy? Yeah, well, maybe eventually it'll come to consoles. Yeah, I know you guys haven't watched gameplay. I watched a little bit of it, and I thought you know, at least the concept looked interesting. Now, I don't know, you know, the only thing that concerns me is obviously the game is still in early access and what have you, but the only thing that concerns me is ultimately, like, you know, how many you know, houses can you go into? How many levels are there? And you know, does it play out every single time the exact same? Is it dynamic? You know, because if the game isn't dynamic where the ghost comes out and pops out at you or makes a noise or what have you, then that's kind of if it's too scripted, if it's too predictable, then honestly, I can pass on it. But if it's dynamic every single time and they mix it up every single time you play, then that ultimately here, let me go ahead and see if I can pop it up so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. I don't even know the name of the game. Phantasm or some shit. I don't. Dude, it's like Paranormal Activity within the video game format, but it's done in a way that makes sense. It's first person. Yeah, now it's using Bing to search. Like, that's going to help me. My Lord. Yeah, let's go to Google, and let's see if we can find this game here. I don't know what it's called. Ghost PC Steam game. It should pop right up. I mean, it should be pop. Well, it's not popping up. I guess it doesn't exist.
Donated €5 through Super Chat. Xbox will be good for winter as a new fireplace. Also,
I'm
the
telling
fan
you.
blows the air upwards against gravity and also will spread dust all over the room.
No.
Nose, coffee.
No. It's over. Little Chess, I think it's going to once again. Little appreciate you. Bro, I'll just unbox the Xbox Series X right out here. When there's snow on the ground, I'll plug it in to this big battery pack or what have you, AC adapter outlet, and, I'll just use it as a heater. It's over. Let me go ahead and see if I can find this Ghost game. It doesn't pop up when you type in, just Ghost game on PC. So I don't know how I'm going to find it. I'm going to have to go to PewDiePie's channel. I don't know what it's called.
Coding Margarita donated $2 through Super Chat. We have 40 people in the group chat aiming at 50.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's over. Margarita, think it's going to get a appreciate you. Guys, what is the name of the game? It's like the hold on. I know what it is. I don't know what it is. Dude, I can't find it. Let me go ahead and look at the chat here and see if people are helping out. No, you guys aren't even listening. So incredibly sad. So incredibly sad. I don't even know what the name of the game is. Okay, yeah, someone's in here. Yeah, it's like, okay, that's it right there. Here, let's go ahead and show this before we wrap this up. Cam MMA's in the chat. All right. This is it, folks. Okay. It's, wow, it's got a 10 out of 10 on Steam. I don't know about that. Oh, I used the wrong browser to look it up. Jesus Lord. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up over here, folks. This is the reality of the situation. Oh, my God, Michael, what you talking about, everybody? Oh, my God, Michael. 10 out of 10 on Steam. Here we go. Dude! 13,000 reviews, overwhelmingly positive. I don't know if people are shilling or what.
PlayCubeX13
PlayCubeX!
donated $1.99 through Super Chat. World class.
It's over. World-class veteran video game critic. That's the reality of the situation. I mean, that's what you need to understand, that the cracks are indeed starting to show. But you don't care. You never have and you never will because you were too busy going. Okay, guys, I found the name of the game, okay? I'm going to pop this up on the screen if it works.
So here's what's crazy, right?
No, that's the wrong one. Okay, this is the right one. And this is the game that I'm talking about. Everyone's playing it, seemingly. Although only 2 people in the chat know what I'm talking about right now, so I guess no one's playing it. But I'd rather play this than Among Us. I'd rather play this than Fall Guys. I'd rather play this than Fortnite. That's the reality of the situation. It says it's a 4-player online co-op psychological horror game. Paranormal activity is on the rise, and it's up to you and your team to use all of the ghost hunting equipment at your disposal in order to gather as much evidence as you can. Now, again, the only concern that I have is this dynamic. So if you guys know more about this game, is it dynamic or is it scripted? Because if you play the game for a lot of hours, you're eventually going to figure out, okay, this is where the ghost pops out. This is, these are the evidence and this, that, and the third. I need something that's a little bit unpredictable. But this is a really cool concept. I'm just wondering if it has the longevity that it needs. It has to have that unpredictability. Because, again, if they're just using scripted, ghost measures, Yeah, and they're updating it too. I'm not shilling this game, but I'm telling you, it did look, at least on paper, it looks interesting. And some of the gameplay looks interesting too. But again, it is a 4-player co-op online experience. And if you don't have friends, I don't necessarily know if it would be, as good. It says it's single player here, but I don't know if that's I don't know if you can do that. You know what I mean? Oh my God, Michael, what are you talking about there? Well, let's go ahead and update the chat here and see if they're talking about this here. No one's talking about this game. Come on. Dude, see, every time I talk about these games, I talk about Tear Down the Game. I just showed you that game that seems interesting, at least on paper. You guys want to sit there and seethe over some other game that literally no one cares about. Imagine thinking that people care about Cyberpunk 2077. I mean, imagine. You know what I mean? So incredibly sad. No, I'm not playing Flights. I canceled my I canceled my Game Pass subscription to Game Pass, and they refunded me my $. So dude, I literally played Flight Simulator for free for an entire month, and it ran like trash on my PC because it's an unoptimized game. It's poorly optimized. Okay, that's the reality of the situation. No, I'm not doing anything. Seems like it's different every time you play. The game has a lot of ghost variety. Well, I think it would need to. And, if that is confirmed, I might honestly take a look into it. But I don't know. It says it's single player, too. I don't know if that's actually real or not. Yeah, Teardown looks... Oh, absolutely. I can't wait until Teardown. Dude, that's some... You want to talk about next level? That's next level... That's next level destructibility. I'll pull that one up here before we wrap this one up here in just a few moments. Oh, God, it's using Bing. Imagine using Bing for your search. It gets you nowhere. You type it in on Google, they literally know what you want. They take you where you want to be. Using Bing, you got to sift halfway down through the damn page to find what you're looking for. It's just not as good. Let's go here to, what was that? Oh, tear down the game. Now, there's still no release date, which is a little unfortunate because 2020 is, next month is November. You know what I mean? So it is going to be interesting to see if this one actually can make the 2020 window, but... Let me go ahead and see if I can find the Twitter. Here we go. Game developer. Okay. Now, this is some next level stuff here, folks. If I can find some videos of this game. Let me scroll down here a tad bit, and I'm going to show you something really cool. I think it's cool anyway. I know you guys are going to look at the trailer and go like, oh, my God, Michael, that's trash. That's trash. That's trash. What you talking about there, buddy? That's garbage. All right, right here. This one's really cool. I'll tell you that. This is the reality, folks.
Little Chestnut
Little
donated
Chestnut.
5
Little
euros
Chestnut.
through Super Chat. Good stream, Mackle. You should be proud of the work you're doing every single day.
Well, we try and climb the mountain every single day,
even if the world's ending, it's over. Coffee.
No. Little Chestnut, think it's a little bit to appreciate you. Here we go, folks. Tear down the game.
So here's what's crazy,
God
right?
Damn it, every time I hit the wrong one. Okay, this is the reality, folks. This is the reality. Let me go ahead and back this video up. Hold on.
Carl Donovan donated $5 through Super Chat. They should make a Phantasm game based off of the horror movies.
Bro.
That would
Dude.
be Kino.
Oh, it would. I'll tell you what. Carl Donovan, think it's a little bit to appreciate you. Carl Donovan. Bro, if you have the game Dreams on PS4, someone did actually make a Phantasm level in Dreams, and it looks pretty cool. So, I mean, it's not a full game, but that's probably the best thing that you're going to get. So, again, here is Tear Down the Game. And, everyone's like, oh, my God, Michael, you don't like any game. Guys, I'm literally showing you a game that I'm looking forward to, okay? And I'm not even looking forward to the game aspect. I don't really care about the game aspect to it. I care about this. Like, bro, I mean, this is literally next level in terms of destructibility. Now, it might not look all that, hot on the stream because we're at, low bit rate and Twitter compression is terrible, but this is freaking crazy. Watch this. Watch this. Dude, come on. You can't sit there and say that isn't cool. Dude, look at that. That is next level destructibility. You can say, oh, Minecraft and this, that, and the third. You want to meme about that. But, dude, come on, bro. Whenever this is available, just, give it to me. It's over. Shut up and take my money. This is one of those games where it's an automatic shut up and take my money thing. Dude, look at this. That's crazy, bro. Look at that, bro. All dynamic. Nothing scripted. You don't need another game. That's insanity. That's insanity. That's really amazing, I'll tell you that. Now, unfortunately, there still is no release date for the game, but we can cross our fingers and hope for the best. Hopefully it makes the 2020 target. Oh, here we go. Oh, Michael, that's Minecraft. You like Minecraft. That's trash. That's Lego trash. We don't understand what the game is, so we're going to seethe. Now, go back to V. Just go back to V right now. Get your ass back to V. You don't know what quality is. You damn well don't know what quality is. So incredibly sad. Oh, it looks worse than Minecraft. You want those stupid movie games that are so scripted. So incredibly sad. Seriously, take your ass back to V. Go update Ghost of Yonshima so you can play it for about an hour and say, oh, I'm bored, Michael. So incredibly sad. You don't know quality. You don't know quality. You Snowy fanboys are still seething. You're still seething. Oh, here we go. Minecraft in VR. Dude, you guys got problems. Dude, that is not Minecraft. How is that Minecraft? Dude, show me Minecraft that has that destructibility in terms of the, the detailed. You won't find one. Come on, dude. It's over. Yep, you guys are going to disagree because you're going to play contrarian. Well, it's either that or the Ghost game. Those are the most, I mean, the Ghost game I'm not 100% sure on because I don't still know if it has the longevity. But tear down the game. If that, even if it releases in an alpha stage in 2020, just for the destructibility, I think it's worth it in and of itself. I mean, dude, come on. Yeah, you guys are seething. Yeah. Oh, Michael, what you talking about there, buddy? Yeah. Dude, imagine thinking, come on, dude. I'm done. Well, I think that's going to do it, folks. I think that's going to do it for today's show. We've been going for 2 hours. Okay, so a 2-hour show. We covered everything that we wanted to cover, and I showed you software that has potential. I showed you software that has potential, and you wanted to dismiss it like, oh, that's Minecraft, Michael. Shut it down. You guys want to harp on CyberSeed and go, oh, that's next level, Michael. No, that's not next level. Okay, come on. This is another game, CyberSeed 2077. It's another game where you go from point A to point B and shoot red dots on the map. Oh, believe me, I'm returning to CyberSeed because I'll tell you what, you people, you need a reality check. Oh, but Michael, I'm looking at my watch, and my watch is telling me you got 3 minutes to zip your lip, or I'm going to put my boot up your ass. Minecraft. I'm a zoomer, Michael. Minecraft. Imagine thinking that what I showed you looked like Minecraft. You guys wouldn't be able to handle it. You couldn't handle it. KMMA!
KMMA donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Good stream, Michael, and shout out to the boys.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. I appreciate you. KMMA, thank you so much. Put some cheerful to appreciate you. Thought you were missing in action, but KMMA, he's here. Hell yeah. Well, yeah, we're not doing the Minecraft meme shit. That's retarded. Okay, come on. You guys don't know quality software. That's quite clear to me. You want that AAA. Oh, Michael. That's got them Minecraft blocks. That's for babies. Where's the pacifier, Michael? I got the bib. I mean, it's so incredibly sad. Just understand that you guys don't deserve that game. You don't deserve that game. So I hope you forget about it because you don't deserve it. If you want to meme about Minecraft 2.0, Michael, what you talking about here, buddy? Yeah, well, that's going to do it, folks. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, and as always, supporting the show, the Millionaires Club coming through again tonight. And with that said, well, we hope for the best for Xbox Series X, but, we're just going to have to stay tuned and, hope that those pre-production units are just, that, pre-production units, and the official, retail unit doesn't have any heat issues or what have you. You know what I mean? But, again, that remains to be seen. In the meantime, again, more CyberSeed 2077 coverage, more than likely coming your way soon. And, of course, we're going to be back tomorrow for the most Kino comfy live show in all of video. Dem Boys, take it away. Dem Boys.
Show them what's going to happen if they try to go 12 rounds with
Well, I know. Dude, it's over. It's over. That I can tell you. It's over. Dem Boys, take a second. Once again, put some picture. Really appreciate you. 12 rounds, E3 2021. Are you ready to go toe-to-toe with world-class veteran video game critic? I know most of you are going to throw in immediately the towel, okay? But I'm going to tell you this. This is the last thing that you're going to see before the KO. And you guys are going to be seething. You guys are going to be seething. And believe me, it is going to be so incredibly sad. Folks, that's going to do it. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, and supporting the show. And oh my God, Michael, hold on there. I got 3 minutes on that watch. You best get out of here, boy. You on my porch. If you don't get off my porch, Michael, I'm going to get the pitchfork out and I'm going to put my boot up your ass. It's over.